Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewelry making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewelry making techniques.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Love JewelleryMaker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the JewelleryMaker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Oh, don't do that to me. They disappeared in the gallery. I couldn't hear you, but you're back. I can hear you now. And now they're gone again. No, I can't hear them now. Oh, talk to me. Oh, there you go. I can hear. I just need to sit really still. They're gone again. Oh, there. Hello, jewellery makers. How are we all? I'm back. I'm back for more. Yeah, can't keep me away, literally. We have got even more amazing goodies for you this evening, and it's a real treat to join this lovely crew. Here they all are. They've had their chocky biscuits. Yeah, tuck it into the chocky biscuits. I had the blandest katsu curry for tea. You know, and yeah, literally so disappointing, and it was just like baby food, really. Hey? It might smell nice, but yeah, it was bland as anything. I think Willow would have turned her nose up at that. Adam says he smells nice too. Oh, that's true, he does actually, he does, yeah, he does. So hello to all this lovely crew. We've got Lucy on floor, everybody. There she is, lovely Lucy. She's already had to deal with the, I've got no batteries, I've got no batteries. The usual thing before we start a live show. Gorgeous Leah on camera, everyone. There she is. There she is. And in the gallery, you can't see them because we still haven't fixed the camera, but there is the very handsome Adam and the equally beautiful Becky. Oh, it's fixed. It's fixed, it's fixed. Oh, go on, Luce, you're all right. You're all right.
Just having a little fix.
You were just, all of a sudden, I was like, oh. You've got nice cold hands, though. Lovely cold hands. Just checking the talkback's working. And what a delight. I'm joined for the very first time I've actually met this lovely lady. I don't know how many shows you've actually done, but it's Jo, everybody.
Hi there.
Hello, welcome to the Madhouse. You came back.
I did. quite a few times now. So.
I was going to say, how many shows have you done?
Yeah, it must be 6 or 7 now, I think.
There we are then. See, there we are. Part of the furniture now then.
That's it.
And I was asking you earlier on what kind of mediums you specialise in, and it's very broad.
It is. I like to mix it up and do a bit of everything.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
That's the best way. So that way, whenever we pass a kit to you, I was going to say throw a kit at you. We don't do that to our guest designers. We don't throw kits. You know that you're going to be able to work with it. So amazing, beautiful creations. Can't wait to show you Joe's creations and demonstrate, obviously. That's actually happening all in the 7 o'clock hour today. So we're going to do all your demos, all your kits in the 7 o'clock hour. And the reasoning for that is because in the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to do a bit of a 30 auction challenge. So, yeah, it's going to be how many auctions can Elle get through, basically. So we'll have to work together on that one if you want to see as many opportunities as possible. We've also got a nugget hour, so look at this bundle, yeah? This is coming your way as well. Remind me, Becky, sorry, I know you've just told me. Oh, she's gone again. Pardon? 8:45 for this, and if you cast your eyes in this direction, 8:30 for your tanzanite. So we've got a strand of tanzanite, genuine tanzanite at 8:30. This beautiful strand. If I mention that it is the gemstone of the storm, you might know, you might guess what it is. Beautiful petersite. So with all of that lovely chatoyancy, that's coming up at 8 o'clock as your must-have. It's must-have in the evening, isn't it? I should know this, yeah. And you've also got some amazing nuggets, so metallic nuggets. But back in stock, well not back in stock, sorry, back on air by very popular demand. These have only been on your screens once previously before, but the most incredible Ethiopian opal. I mean, wow, the final 16 within the vault. That's happening at 7 o'clock today. And we have amber bundles. Amber, loads of amber to bring you. So lovely little connectors. We've got beautiful hearts, so sterling silver, little amber sun pendants as well, flowers. Oh, really sweet amber keys. I've never seen those before. So it's a really jam-packed show full of absolutely beautiful goodies. But I do love an interactive show, so please do text in, come and say hello. We are live here in the studio. Tell us what you're up to on this, what day is it? Monday. I'm all out of sorts. You know when your routine gets sort of, it's out of kink. So the fact that my husband's at home all last week, it's completely thrown me. I don't know what day of the week it is. Completely thrown me. Yeah, he's going to be under my feet for another 3 weeks. I love you, darling. I love you. No, bless him. Bless him. If you're watching right now, I do love you, and I hope you get better soon. Anyway, right then, let's get this show underway, shall we? And we're going to get cracking with, look at this. I've already opened my basket today. Might be a nice little additional extra. Look at that. So moonstone with all of that beautiful adolescence, that Schiller effect that you get internally, but add to the beauty with this amazing metallic sheen. I mean, isn't that spectacular?
It's gorgeous.
I love it. I absolutely love moonstone. Here we go. I don't know if I should admit this, but I prefer coated moonstone. I actually prefer it treated this way just because it gives it that extra bit of magic, don't you think? Just over 200 carats you're getting here. They're all of these lovely irregular shapes. I wouldn't describe them as nuggets as such because they're quite large. However, and they are beautifully smooth, so they've definitely been polished. But really lovely irregular shapes, something you could incorporate to your wire work, your bead bezeling, all of the mediums that we offer you here at JewelleryMaker. I mean, look at that. So you still get your beautiful Schiller, but you get even more than that with that lovely sort of metallic sheen. Be beautiful with the metallic pearls actually that we've got coming up a little bit later on. So these are at 7:45, not too long to wait. What do we think? It's a nice combination, isn't it? Really beautiful combination. So yeah, knot them together, alternate them if you wanted to, just to create a really lovely multi-stranded necklace. So beautiful. But limited in quantity, is that right? Did you say that, Becky? Only 41 of these within the vault, and once they're gone, they're gone. They have proven to be very popular jewellery makers, the coated moonstone, for obvious reasons really. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. Stunning quality. Thanks, Adam. We've done our little duet this morning as well, and we've learnt, you know that Mark and I were talking earlier on that we're doing the Halloween show together, so on the 31st, obviously Halloween, and we had lots of lovely text messages text messages coming in about what we should dress up as. I think the firm favourite so far, although I can just put this to bed now, it's not going to happen. We are not dressing up as Adam and Eve. You think I should? Yeah. Gonna need considerably bigger fig leaves. Anyway, but Adam's game, you know. There you go, he's game. So Adam will dress up as Adam. We just need to find an Eve now. You'll do both? Okay. I need to see this. Wow. So make sure you tune in on Halloween. 1995. Literally, I'm very excited about Halloween. I need to see what everybody, what everyone's going to be dressing up as. 1995, beautiful natural peach colour. So the colour that you're seeing within this strand is natural. The shimmer that you're seeing within this strand is natural. But then they've given it this absolutely beautiful metallic sheen in a form of a coating. Yeah, text in. Have you got plans for Halloween? I know it's only just September, but I like to plan ahead. Is there anything that you would like us to do on Halloween show? Because Adam is actually going to be joining us on the morning show as well. Oh, there we go. The 5 o'clock alarm clocks. Yeah, you got to get used to that now. Got to be an early riser these days. Free phone telephone number 0800 614 615 and all the W's at JewelleryMaker.com. Moving on to... Did you say number 2? Excuse me. Oh dear. I think there's something wrong with my talk back. It keeps cutting in and out. Here you go. So this is your K2 Jasper, which is found in only one location. I think it's at the foot of the K2 mountain, obviously. It's totally natural, and you get these really beautiful speckles of blue. I love the cuts of these, so faceted into these lovely crescents. There's nothing plain about them, right? I'd like to see these with gallery wire. They'd be absolutely beautiful, gallery wire just sort of wrapped around. And it's such a simple technique. Even I did it the other day. Even I had to go with gallery wire. I know. I was under the watchful eye of Alison Tarry, and she was like, "You can do it, Elle." And to be fair, I did okay. I probably would have been better if my nails were shorter. Probably would have done better there. But yeah, even I can do it. So if I can, anyone can, believe me. It's natural, 55 carats you're getting here, and that includes, well, I've got 5 presents. You might get slightly more. It does depend on individual carat weights. 8 centimetre strand, but, you know, 55 carats is what you're guaranteed. They're individual pendants, aren't they? And the drill hole is very strategically placed. A bit like the fig leaves. Sorry, I'll stop talking about that now. Although it did make me chuckle. It did make me chuckle. We're a family show, and that definitely will not be happening. Although it's a good suggestion. I think the gallery, you and the gallery can get away with it, definitely. Yeah, you could get away with it. Yeah, Wayne could be your Eve, Adam. 17.95, definitely one for the collectors, especially those that really, really love your one locational gemstones. And speaking of, this coming Thursday, I've just filmed a little promo for it. We've got the most amazing anarchy ametrine happening as your deal of the day. Write it in your diary. It's gonna be one which you do not want to miss. It's a beautiful quality stone. So 17.95 for this, Jewellery Makers. Just literally popping one on a wrap loop, would you say, Joe? Just like a little wrap loop technique?
Yeah, I've actually got this strand
from
the previous show, and I've also got a jadeite black star, and I want to put the two together. Ooh. I haven't quite worked out how I'm going to do it yet. But yeah, simple loops would work well.
I like the sound of it though.
Yeah.
Simple loop. So even if you're brand new to jewellery making, how long have you been making jewellery?
Oh, a very long time, since I was about a teenager. So,
really?
Yeah, quite a few years.
See, and then did you stumble across Jewellery Maker?
Yes. I'm a chair lady of Worcestershire Beaders, and we all get together, and someone there happened to mention it one day, and it's like, oh, I haven't known about this.
There's a channel?
I'm going to hop on there, and I've been on there for like over 3 years, buying and just enjoying the show.
And now you're part of the family.
Yeah.
Oh, how wonderful. See, I love these kind of stories. I love these stories. The fact that, you know, people just stumble across the channel and it turns into a hobby, a business, and now a career. So amazing. Okay, moving on. Should we stick with the crescents? I always think about that Waterboys song. I'm showing my age now, aren't I? The Waterboys song. I saw the crescent, but you saw the whole of the moon. Really good lyrics to that song. Amazing. I'm showing my age. It's okay.
That's a good song.
It is a really good song. I was grounded, but you just flew. I'm not singing it because I can't sing for toffee. Yeah, no. Just if you just Google it, or if any of you have got Sonus or any of Spotify or of those, put it on. It's a really good song. 45 carats of beautiful labradorites with all of that labradorescence. So quite similar to your moonstone. They're both members of the feldspar family, and they both offer a phenomenal effect. So made up of the tiny mica platelets that bring you the reflections of these lovely spectrums of colour. The higher the percentage in terms of coverage of that labradorescence, the higher the quality, but also some colours are rarer than others. Purple is the rarest, blue is second rarest. So it's what we aspire to, definitely, to have that. Absolutely, we're like moths to a flame, aren't we? We're absolutely captivated by this gorgeous gemstone. There's a lot of moths about this time of year. Is there a reason for that? No. Is this where all the eggs have hatched? Yeah, particularly the really clumsy ones. You know, the really big clumsy ones? I like moths. I haven't got any beef with moths. I like moths. I just like the fact that they are really, don't. They just literally, that's my moth impression. Literally, don't, there's a window, don't. And they don't learn, do they? They just keep on going at it. I like moths. They're beautiful creatures, I think. Anyway, yeah, like moths to a flame, we're drawn to these gorgeous gemstones. You were just thinking, how did we get onto that conversation? Because we're the moths to the labradorite. Just see there we go. See the doe? Yeah, we're the doe. Yeah, I was watching them last night, literally on the, our kitchen door. We've got French doors, and there are just loads of them, literally. And you can see all their lovely little faces. They're so beautiful. $21.95 only for natural labradorite. Hello, Gabrielle. Good evening, my darling. Hello, Elle. Hope you had a nana nap. You know me so well. Love having you on the Late Show. You seem to get extra giggly. Do I? Probably, because I did have a nana nap. Yeah, Willow's now from today. She's in nursery for a little bit longer. So I came home, had the power nap, then had some playtime, and then came back. So win-win situation. Hiya, Liz, honey. Whoop, a double whammy of Elle. Oh, bless you. I hope you had a rest between shows. You know me so well, everybody. If I get the chance to have a nana nap, I am on it. And I don't just do the sofa snoozes. I'm in bed. I will go to bed. Under the covers and everything, yeah. But pyjamas, yeah. Curtains shut, yeah. If you're going to do it properly. Absolutely. And then you recharge. It's meant to be very good for you, you know, nana naps. See, that's my excuse anyway. Hiya, Beverly. What time is the Peter site on, please? It's on at 8 o'clock. It's your must-have, Beverly, and it's really beautiful. Is anybody else thinking? Peter site, it's quite an expensive gemstone, isn't it, normally? Because it's actually a combination of two gemstones. I'll talk some more about that, but it's normally quite expensive. This isn't at all. It's very inexpensive for this beautiful gemstone. So that's 8 o'clock. Keep those messages coming through. I love hearing from you all. I'm extra giggly in the evening. Maybe that's, I don't know. They keep me on the morning, because I will admit, come about 9 o'clock I tend to lag. And they are funny, yes, this crew. They are very, very funny. The conversations that we have beforehand, honestly, I wish I could tell you. I'll message you offline if you want to know. We've had some very weird conversations this evening, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
There you go. I bet you joined them and think, what have I ventured into?
Yeah, what is this
What a
about?
strange place. And then the managing director kind of stepped into the studio, and you all kind of go, Oh, yeah, mid-story. Joe, you were telling your version of events, and that was the MD, by the way.
Okay.
So the biggest boss that there possibly could be, and he's walked into your story about, how can we word this?
Female...
AIDS.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Let me rephrase that.
Tools to facilitate female...
Tools to facilitate female lavatory needs
there you go.
in certain situations.
Helping relieving.
It ended, did it? Can we edit that bit out, please? We'll just cut that bit out. Yeah. It was basically.
It was good timing.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I feel awful now. Anyway, moving strictly on. The MD moved and walked in at the worst possible time when we were talking about this invention that there is for, as we said, a female's lavatory needs. Let's just stop this conversation altogether because it's just getting worse and worse and worse, isn't it? Oh my goodness. But it was brilliant because Joe was mid-conversation and then, yeah, you had that awkward moment where everyone's like that.
Yeah, we didn't know whether to continue or just change the conversation.
I tried to distract him with the biscuit. Andy, have a biscuit. Here you go, have a biscuit. Right, off you go. £21.95, everybody, for this beautiful monochrome fusion. Moving on to... Oh, I apologise. I do apologise, my goodness. That's not how I meant it to sound. So these are lovely. And bang on trend at the moment. So you actually get a lot of jewellery at the moment is all about the shells. Have you noticed that? So you're seeing lots of these. I don't know what the correct name is for this type of shell. They're the ones which are quite sort of circular, aren't they?
Is it conch? Or?
Is it a conch?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a conch. Certain countries eat conch. I've tried conch.
Is it good?
It's quite nice, yeah. It's nice. If you go over to the Caribbean, they eat it a lot there. It's like a snail. It's like a really, really big snail, but it's like a white fish, basically. It's really, really yummy, yeah. It was quite some time ago. There we go. So it's called a tiger cowrie shell, but you get these really lovely kind of speckles. Spots rather than stripes, as you would imagine, I suppose, by the description. But they're lovely kind of a mixture of colours, aren't they? And lovely smooth iridescence. So anyway, double drilled. Does this give us... I'm going to lean on you here, Joe, to get us out of this situation.
Go on.
Does this give us lots of opportunities in terms of jewellery making?
Yeah, you've got some really nice curve to it. It's a subtle curve, so you've got texture already going on without even trying to.
I like that.
You've got a natural, if we want to call it an animal print, which is a bit more subtle than like your tiger and your leopard and your giraffe. So if you're not that comfortable with the whole you know.
Do you get giraffe print clothes?
You can get giraffe print clothing and zebra print clothing.
I've seen zebras.
So if you're not too comfortable with that really big pattern,
it is quite a big
this is a subtle
statement.
way of doing it. And yeah, and the shiller or the shine off of them is lovely.
It's really lovely high lustre, isn't it? I like that. I like that description. The fact, it's a slightly softer, less bold way of wearing actual big patterns, but very, very, very on trend at the moment. So the little squares of 18 centimetres but double drilled. I really like what they've done with the strand, to be truthful. You know, you could literally just do this, and I'm picturing maybe a few seed beads across the top.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Pick up like a metallic on the top or even a matte, and sort of maybe 5, 7s. I tend to go with odd numbers. Yeah, just run them across the top.
We were talking about that, funny enough, earlier on, Joe. We were saying that in jewellery, gardening and internal design, apparently odd numbers is the way forward because it gives you that central focus.
Yeah.
So you've got one to focus on. Let's bring it to you at late show price, jewellery makers. There's only 9 of these left. Only 9 of them left. Keep your text messages coming through. Come on, we want to say hello to you. We are live here in the studio. Believe me, we are live. Do you know how many times I actually get asked the question, oh, is it scripted? No. No, it's not scripted. Definitely not scripted. Is this Tiffany opal? Oh, they've gone again. Can't hear you. Yes or no?
Rectangle pearls.
Oh, have I picked up the wrong one? Oh, there, number 8 you said. Right, sorry. Okay. Here you go. So, high shiller these. A really beautiful pink iridescence across the surface. Not described as metallic, however, I think they've definitely got that metallic sheen. Can you see that pink? Lovely. And yeah, you know, a pearl can be round, but most people, I think, when they're new to the gemstone world, think that it is only round shapes, but no, they actually grow in beautiful irregular forms. They're prompted, they're instigated, if you like, by a nucleated bead, but you can also insert sort of large shapes. It's a lot more fragile. It's a lot more of a much more of a delicate process in terms of the cultivating. But yeah, it's a bead that actually forms that shape, and then the mollusk itself will coat it with that nacre. So large. I mean, think about the size that the mollusk would have to mature to before it could even start producing pearls. And it takes quite a considerable time actually for that to happen. Full 38 centimetres round. These go up to 23 by 9 millimetres, and we're under £50. Oh, and we're not even stopping there, Becky says. Okie dokie. I hear you at the right times. You disappear for a moment, then you pop back in and say, I'm not even stopping there. So, not even stopping there. $24.95 only, jewellery makers. There is only one jewellery maker channel, isn't there? I don't think there could be another. They're very unique, let's just put it that way. And it's a good job. You're very forgiving of our on-air faux pas. Very forgiving. 0800 644 655. Couldn't talk then. Hiya to you. Stephen Bev in Pathos, I'm jealous. Elle, please wish Bev happy birthday for tomorrow, as most of her presents came from Jewellery Maker. With pleasure, Steve. Ready, everybody? Are we ready? Yes. Little sing-song. Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bev. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bev. Have a wonderful day over in sunny Cyprus. We're not jealous at all. No, enjoy. And Steve, what a lovely gesture that is. Yeah, make sure you're spoilt rotten, and I'm sure enjoying the blissful sunshine that's over in Cyprus right now. Amazing. Happy birthday, darling. Happy birthday. Tune in tomorrow. We're still here. Unless you're off doing things, of course. We've got coming up, what time? We're doing it now. So we've got amber bundles. So how many of these are in the bundle? All of these are individual bundles. Wow, very exciting. Now, technically speaking, we're not normally meant to bring you amber outside of an amber event, but we thought, meh, let's do it anyway. Start by. Look at these. Oh, sorry, Becky. I assume this was the bundle you were referencing. Oh, it is. It is, it is. Do we have any tweezers? Ah, thanks, Joe. Thank you. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate amber pendants or charms or earrings. You've actually got the sterling silver. This is sterling silver, so you've got a flat head pin that goes through the centre of the amber, and then they've done the loop for you. So instead of having to buy the sterling silver and then the amber in different shapes and in different sizes, we've brought them together. So they're individual components, and as I said, that could be a really lovely pendant, couldn't it? Or a really nice addition to maybe a sterling silver bracelet. The sterling silver head pin is much larger than most that we actually see, so you really see that expanse of lustre across the bottom, with all the inclusions that we aspire to owning within your amber. This prehistoric gemstone dates back up to 50 million years of age, and these wonderful inclusions, you want those. The more inclusions, the better the amber actually is, and they can be made up of sort of flora, fauna, anything that has been sort of trapped and preserved effectively within this fossilised resin. So they really are fascinating gemstones. It's 2.5 on the Mohs scale, and it's the only gemstone that actually physically floats in salt water, which once upon a time was how we actually used to sort of source this gemstone. We used to walk along the shores, and if you're lucky enough, you might still find it now, to find the gemstones sort of washed against the shore. Beautiful different colours. So you get amber from well, believe it or not, there's over 250 different colours. We narrowed that down to 7 though. Cognac, as you're seeing on your screens right now, is still the most commercially desirable. So now I know I'm confused because our graphics are saying 3. It's a double treble, of course, or double trubs. Dubs trubs. Oh yeah, dubs trubs. Is that sort of the youth talk? Is it? Is that something they say? Dubs trubs. Is it Carrie? Oh, okay. Okay, so she's quite down with the kids, isn't she? Dubs trubs. I didn't know that was an expression. It's like, what did I hear the other day? I was in a trainer shop. Willow needs some new trainers, so I popped into a trainer shop. And, you know, you're just waiting to be served. And I hear these kids that are, I don't know, teenagers probably. And they're like, "You're right, fam." Pardon? Pardon? What's fam? What does fam? What does that mean? Family. We'll say family then. It doesn't have the same ring to it. You're right, fam. Yeah. Did you get all these expressions? No. Well, I am as well. I am too. And I actually made a point of going, pardon? Pardon? I don't understand what one is trying to say. No, I didn't really do that. I didn't really. Just stand there ignoring everything, you know, minding my own business. Anyway, back to, so Dubs Trubs, which includes 3 different shapes. So you've got a rondelle, you've got like a really sizable nugget, and then you've got these lovely coins in sterling silver, but that times 2. So yeah, they're individual charms, but they could be pendants, they could be earrings, they could be all of, and you do get that double trouble. So effectively, that's 3 pieces. That's 3 pairs of earrings. 3 pairs of amber sterling silver earrings.
That's good, isn't it?
That's really good. I mean, all it takes, if I think I'm right in saying, is opening and closing of a shepherd hook.
Yep, that's it.
Just
very simple.
Open,
easy.
close, loop it on,
Yeah,
done.
Done.
You'd probably pay about £50 for a pair of amber earrings in a boutique shop. Yeah, probably
maybe
on the
a bit
rest.
more, but you've got 3 pairs ready to go there.
For £47.90. Nope. Becky says 3 pairs of amber earrings, potentially, or even 6 pendants, if you attach these to a sterling silver chain. You've just had your sterling silver event. Hopefully you're all well stocked now. Oh, that was so tense, wasn't it? £24.95 for 6 amber pendants. So that's less than £5 each. £4.16 per amber sterling silver pendant.
Crazy.
That is crazy, and genuinely, I do not know anywhere else on this planet that will be able to offer you that. I generally don't. Even if you're lucky enough to sort of live by an amber specialist, and I always call jewellers that sort of stock amber as specialists or boutiques, because it's very scarce now, and it's the quantity of amber that's available to the world has dwindled dramatically. In 2004, the Baltic region, which is responsible for 85% of the world's supply of amber, in 2004 they suffered really extreme flooding, and it prevented us from actually sourcing this gemstone greatly. Let's just put it that way. It didn't stop altogether, but they actually had to, every morning they had to empty these sort of vertical shafts with water, then they'd mine the gemstone, and then the following day it would fill up again. So it's massively reduced the quantity of amber that was available to the world. And what happens when, you know, we run out of something, not run out of something, but it's not as available? The price skyrockets, yeah, indeed. So well done. Okay, can't hear Becky again. 2. Pardon? Flowers. 2 flowers. It's quite peaceful, actually. I can hear you again. It's very peaceful. Only joking. It's actually really weird when you can't hear the gallery, because you're so used to it. When you're no, don't go. When you don't hear them, it's very strange. Yeah, I hear you all in my sleep. Box 2. You're rare, Al. Hear that, I'm asleep. This is what producer Tom says to me. Anyway, on to your Baltic lemon and cognac. Oh, look at that. So your lemon amber makes up the petals, and then you've got this really lovely cognac amber in the centre, and then in a mini version. Oh, they're pretty, aren't they? So I'm feeling mother and daughter. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Really sweet. So you could both actually wear that same design. Oh, they're gorgeous. So here you go. Lots of sterling silver, which actually holds and secures the amber actually within place. We're not shy in investing a big gram weight into our pendants, our amber pieces, which of course all adds to the intrinsic value of the actual gemstone. So you don't just get the one, you do get the both. You don't have to choose between the two. I should, excuse me, should be bringing it to you at £28.90. Should be. Should we take them to a ridiculously low price? I mean, and you divide it by 2. This is a genuine amber and sterling silver opportunity. You know, they are beautiful, and they're deep ambers as well. That's £7.50 each for genuine Baltic amber in this lovely, very delicate lemon hue. It's beautiful. And the paler the colour does not mean that, you know, it's lesser quality. The paler the colour, in my opinion, it actually gives you more of a sort of silvery sheen, and the internal inclusions, they look completely different to that of cognac amber. Do we agree with that? £7.50 only. So all I need, is to pop a jump ring on there.
Yeah, a jump ring, I'd be inclined to wear them as a pair of earrings.
Yeah.
And add something else to the smaller one to sort of balance them out. But just to have that difference in each ear would be quite cool. That.
So are you one of those guest designers that love symmetry, or do you like asymmetry?
Depends what mood I'm in.
Oh, I like this.
I mean, obviously my necklace now is...
Oh, yes!
Asymmetric.
Look at that. Can you see, JewelleryMaker? Look how beautiful. So what have you got, like a Cellini spiral on the one side?
Yeah, and a Dutch spiral on the
other. A
other.
Dutch spiral, that's new to me.
So,
framing the most amazing abalone.
Yeah, it's one of my first ones I brought from here, actually. So.
The first JM purchase?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's nice.
And then you were hooked.
That's it.
It happens to all of us.
Can't
happens
help it.
to all of us. Have you gone on to buy lots of other gemstones? Yeah. Our own collections really do grow quite quickly when you find this channel. I mean, like I said, I work here and I've already spent a fortune today. But it's all good. It's all good. As I say to my husband, it's not money that's wasted. It'll always have that intrinsic value. Very true. Should we do the keys? These are beautiful. So, do you know anybody that's, I don't know, turning 16, 18, 21? Moving house? Might be know somebody that's just bought a new house, or I don't know, getting married. A key is very symbolic, has symbolic meaning.
Yeah, even a car, isn't it? Getting your licence.
Good idea. Would you give a key to somebody that's maybe just passed their exams? Exam results, possibly.
If it opens up their
Key to the
future into the university place or something, then yes.
That is good. Yeah. That's really good. So the key to their future. I like that. That's very clever. So it's a positive symbol. Again, it's much like the anchor, I suppose. There's lots of meanings behind those. You don't just get the one. Or, yes, the key to my heart. How could we possibly miss that one? Yeah, the key to my heart. That's beautiful. You do get the 2. So these are described as pendants. If I just move the tweezers for a second, you can see. You've actually got that really lovely veil on the top there. Pop a jump ring on, done. Job done. Or pinch veil, that would look beautiful. Beautiful. Solid sterling silver, amazing silversmith work, really high lustre and incredible craftsmanship. All framing that beautiful spherical cabochon. 27 by 12 millimetres. So I'm going to ask Jo, because I know she's not going to roll her eyes at me yet. She seems far too nice and polite for that. Well, I say this. You're going to roll your eyes now, aren't you? You're going to roll. Have you started buying for Christmas?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
And I don't think they'll be watching. I brought a magnifying thing yesterday. That's going to be a Christmas present.
Good idea. So one of the Carson ones, do you mean?
One of the Carson ones, yes. And it's a loop round the with the
Oh,
bit
they're good,
here,
they are.
and it lights up. Yeah.
Really, really good. Because I think these would be great Christmas presents.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows and recognises that amber is rare, and we know about the sort of the dinosaur connection, don't we? We were watching one of the Jurassic films. I've lost track of which one's which now. There's that many. I can't keep up with them. But yeah, we recognise, even without any gem knowledge, that it is a gemstone which has got a fascinating history behind it. So team that with precious sterling silver. I mean, you're paying £7.50, but you pay considerably more than that if you were to buy it from a jeweller's. Considerably more. I mean, I think something like this, you'd probably be looking about £80–90. Don't you reckon? £80–90. The amber jewellers that I know, it's not just amber that they sell, something like this on a sterling silver chain, probably with a really lovely quality bail, you will be talking probably about £80. Moving on, well done. Number what, sorry, you broke off again. The hearts. Ah. So the key, and here's the hearts. Oh, Adam, you have got a soft side, haven't you? Here you go. So there's the connector, but also the pendant. So here is the connector, and then a large, very defined Baltic amber, or cognac amber, sorry, heart, framed with loads of sterling silver. If I just flip it over. There you go. Beautiful amounts of sterling silver. And then the matching pendant. So this on a slider bracelet.
Yeah, slider bracelet. That's what I was thinking, looking at it.
Yeah. Literally jump ring. Probably go for a smaller jump ring. Do you agree?
Yeah, small
just to
jump
keep
ring.
it sort of
Yeah.
that continuity.
It'll sit nicely.
Yeah. Onto your slider bracelet. There you go. You've just made a very high-end piece of jewellery. And this is called I Heart You. So there's the connector. Let me just hold up the pendant as well. I mean, I've got a niece who's 14. And I reckon if I gave her this for Christmas, she'd love it. I reckon. Because, and it's something which I'd like to give her. It's not like, you know, a new pair of trainers, which she might love right now, but she's going to love this forever.
Yeah. It'd be a nice present from your auntie, wouldn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Something special.
Something very special, I agree. So for a bundle, so you're not just getting the one, which we have sold these individually. So individually, but adding them together would obviously be £33.90. But you get Brucey bonuses with your bundles. We give you extra discounts. We've got your kits coming up in the next hour, Jewellery Makers, and we do love an interactive late show, so texting, come and say hello. So we've just taken, what, over a third off that price tag for you. £19.95 this evening. £19.95. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned Christmas. It's only 18 Mondays till Christmas, apparently. There you go, I've said it. Said it. Look, I've done it, look. Look. It's true. I think, anyway. I saw it on Facebook. It might be a little bit old. Might be less than that, to be honest. I know. So, and that's what, 3 paydays if you paid monthly? I know. See? You've got to start early. Hello to you, Diane. Yes, instead of saying sorry, it's my bad. Yeah. And no worries, instead, that's quite all right. See, Diane, we're of the same wavelength. Although I will admit I have said my bad before. I have said that. Instead of saying sorry. Yeah, it is. It's different languages. Do you say these things then, Lucy?
Pardon?
Do you say any of these kind of...
I'll say like the second one instead of that's quite alright. And I will sometimes say my bad.
My bad.
Yeah.
You say it too? Yeah, it is. It's a generation thing, I reckon. My bad. Fam. What did you say for Dubs Trubs? Can we not make that stick? Dubs Trubs. Don't like that one. Don't like that one. Okay, moving on to just to let you know, we are just over 15 minutes away from only the second appearance of this beautiful Ethiopian opal opportunity. I mean, oh my goodness, how amazing are these? The final 16 of these left within our entire vault, so they are incredible. So that's happening at 7 o'clock. Make sure you're with us. Shall we do the sunshine ones? Let me guess what the name, without even looking up, is this called You Are My Sunshine? It's just quite a predictable name, isn't it? It's good though. I like it. I like it. It's a cheery song, isn't it? It's one of those you used to, when you think back to your primary school days, you used to love singing it, didn't you? Ah, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. What was I singing? What does Willow always make me sing? Oh, I was telling you this morning, Mummy, please can you sing Three Little Kittens? And I'm like, Willow, do I have to? Because it's like, do I have to sing it? Yes, Mummy. Really? Yes, Mummy. Have you ever sung Three Little Kittens Have Lost Their Mittens? It's the worst lyrics ever. Three little kittens have lost their mittens, and they began to cry. Oh, mother dear, we greatly fear that we have lost our mittens. Three little kittens have have soiled our mittens. It just makes my nose like scrunch up when I say it. I don't like it. When you sing it, Mummy, okay. Anyway, You Are My Sunshine's much more cheery, isn't it? Here you go. Sterling silver and your cognac amber, beautiful spherical cabochons. Poor Joe's going to be thinking, I'm never going to go on air with that lady ever again. Frankly, I don't know what she's going to come out with next. So you do get 2 of the charms or pendants, whichever way you look at it, that I'm actually holding here. But you also get, let me just pick this one up, a really lovely connector too. So there's a bracelet, pair of earrings, or 2 pendants. 3 components in sterling silver. We're not talking about base metals here, jewellery makers. 3 separate gifts. So you might have 3 grandchildren, and you want to give them something the same but slightly different. I know that's a contradiction of terms, but you know what I mean.
No,
yeah?
Nice idea. Same
but different. Yeah?
Make a nice little anklet as well, wouldn't it? For the summer holiday.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Are you still in summer mode?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a holiday. But...
Are you going on holiday?
No.
No. Oh.
No.
Are you going to make it an extra special one next year?
Yeah, we'll try and do something better next year.
Yeah, do something amazing. To be honest, the summer for me, I don't feel like we've had one this year at all. I don't feel like it's actually materialised. Do you reckon? I mean, we've either had so stinking hot that you can't even venture outdoors. You end up turning into a little bit of a vampire, like that, or I do, and end up kind of shuttling along in the shade, like that. Too hot. Or it's been nothing. I don't like it stinking hot, I like it hot. Anyway, back to... We're not even stopping there, but even then that's working out at less than £10 each. So that's £6, 33 pence each. 12, 18, no, it's more than that. 65. £6.65. £6.65. I genuinely think that is absolutely amazing deal, because think about those charm shops. I won't mention any brands, but I don't know if they actually even offer you amber. Not every single one of the charms that they actually offer you is even sterling silver. And I think the bare minimum they price theirs at is 25. I mean, this is Baltic amber, up to 50 million years old, in a really, I mean, what isn't to love about this design? So, you know, we've always got those people that we purchase for, or we make for, if you like, and you're never quite sure what kind of thing they would go for. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, this would be lovely. I mean, there's nothing that they couldn't love about it. And you could even put a little note in there, because you're my sunshine, something sweet like that. Okie dokie. Yeah, do you know somebody that's always particularly jovial and happy? Ah, it's a nice quality to have. Okay, the finale of your amber bundles, jewellery makers. So you get these really beautiful cages, and there's a mixture of colours here as well. I'll hold up the large one first. That's amazing. So these beautiful cages of sterling silver which orbit your amber sphere. So you've got the colours, so 5 of them in total. The cherry is this really lovely dark colour, actually very rare cherry. Did you know that black amber isn't actually fossilised? There's a little bit of soil within black amber and that's why it's that colour. It's not completely fossilised. Then you've got your cognac as well. Lots of sterling silver across the 5 connectors. So, and it might sound like a really silly question, Jo, but a connector, what do we do with a connector?
A simple way of linking one piece of chain to another piece of chain.
There you go.
Very simple.
Yeah, it wasn't a trick question, but yeah, yeah, exactly. It's just linking 2 things together, which we get asked that a lot. You know, we do get asked that a lot. You know, what do I use connectors for? You can put them in between maybe a shepherd hook and maybe a gemstone at the bottom, can't you?
Yep. If you do rosary linking, that's just another connector in between. So instead of making one for it, you've already got it ready to hand. So then you can join your other links onto it.
Lovely. Really lovely idea. Beautiful. Look at them all dancing around there. How little dance they were. Gorgeous colour. It's the cognac is my favourite. Did I say that a bit posh then? Dance. Have a dance. I was telling Mark earlier on because Mark said I said the word substantial. Substantial. He said I said it like. And I remember, was it with you, Becky? And I actually had a message once upon a time. I'm going back quite a long time, and somebody actually said to me, Eleanor, please can you not put on that ridiculous voice? I was like, what? That's my voice. I don't know. Believe it or not, I don't put this on. And she says, you'll sound properly like you're from the valleys, okay? And then every so often you go substantial. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know, it's just how I say substantial. I said, oh. Substantial. I think I've told you about it. But it did make me chuckle. I don't know. Apparently I say dance probably weird as well. When you're talking at 100 miles an hour, the odd word does come out differently. Wow. So for 5 beautiful charms here, $24.95. That's $4.95 each. And literally just one in a chain would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
It would. Each one of them is a simple pendant on a necklace or a bracelet or whichever, but you've got 5 separate pieces of jewellery there, really. You have. It's a great price. Some are connectors, so these 3 are connectors, and then those 2 are charms. So can you see that? So, I mean, you could literally pop shepherd hook, connector, and then the drop. And the same, you could have, so asymmetry, you could have sort of alternating colours, couldn't you? That's it. And then you could make 2 bracelets. Yeah, 5 pieces of jewellery if you wanted them to be. So less than £5 each. Come and say hello. Tell us what you're up to this Monday evening. Not morning. It's not morning. It's definitely not morning. Tell us what you're up to. And tell us what you've got planned this weekend as well. If you've got any questions for Jo, then feel free to message us. We are live here in the studio. And we always have a chuckle as well at the ones we can't even bring to air. Okay, moving on. Oh, I love these. These are your big agate slices. So I can imagine in your hands, Jo, these would turn into something absolutely spectacular. They're always good fun to play with. Oh, they're beautiful. They're always so different. Yeah. I mean, they are pendants without even trying, aren't they? Because you've actually got the drill hole. I don't know if you can see that. This is my favourite. Yeah. Look at that. That looks like a butterfly wing, doesn't it? It's gorgeous. The pattern on it. Obviously, first you're going to get them home and you're going to just look at them and stroke them, because that's what you do. Yeah. And then you envisage how best to show off the stone and get the most out of it without hiding too much of the patterns. If it's a stone that needs a bit of light to come through it to show it off, you obviously don't want to glue it to something and bead around it. You want to maybe cage it with beading so you can see the light. Wire work with them. There's another one. I think those are probably even big enough if you were into doing your little wire work trees with the gemstones. Oh, yes. You may be able to use that as a base. Of life. Yeah. Nice idea. Do you know, just a lark's head knot, I think, through that one. This one, I probably would literally just put on some leather cord. Yeah. And I think I would just wear it exactly like so.
I was just looking then to see if I can find the torch anyway, just so I could shine a little bit of light behind, but look at that. They are absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you, Leah. Leah's on the case, if there's a battery in there. No, never mind, because we're running out of time. But yeah, like Joe said, let the light through them as well, because you get these really beautiful patterns within. I mean, that's almost like a coral reef, isn't it? Do you see that? You can imagine the beauty of sort of the textures of coral reef. £6.95, so £2.33 each, assuming that you do get 3, do you? Yeah. £2.33 each. Do you do any craft events or anything like that?
I do a couple of shows a year, yeah. So they're an ideal thing either just to have on your craft table so people can look at them.
Yeah.
People would be happy to buy those without anything being done to them.
Definitely.
But yeah, or you might say, well, you choose your stone and commission me to do something with it. And then they can get to choose how they like it.
That's exciting, isn't it? I bet you get a lot of interaction when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, because we are curious, aren't we?
They're curious, and people have their own stories as to why it appeals to them.
Yeah.
So if you can involve your beadwork to tell part of that story as well, it's quite nice.
Yeah, I love that, and I agree. I mean, if you're brand new and you're watching for the very first time, a lark said knot is so simple, but just suspending them like that, I mean, I think you could easily, and I'm being very conservative here, expect £10 for that as a pendant, and it will take you minutes to make.
Yeah, like you say, a bit of leather foam.
Yeah.
Just very easy.
Lovely, lovely. Well done. Hiya, John. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Maureen. Hello to you, Margaret. Hello to you, Muriel, Louise, Janet, Sophia, Denise. Channel Al's The Ethiopian Opal is coming up immediately after the break, JewelleryMaker. You can tell I've chosen my favourite. Sorry, I must show you the other ones. So there's lovely pink as well, and that beautiful. Which one's your favourite? You like the pink one, Becky says.
Yeah.
You like the pink one. And you like the purple?
Yeah.
See, I love the
Feel
blue.
the
Well, that
pattern.
would work out well then, wouldn't it? If it was us that was buying it, we could split them. So £6.95 only. We're running out of time within this hour. In the next hour, we have got some beautiful, beautiful jewellery to make, to show off from your lovely Jo, and demonstrations. We are live, so if you have any questions, do feel free to message us. But first, starting the hour is the most exquisite Ethiopian opal. Don't miss out. We're back after this.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Our brand new Get Started with JewelleryMaker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and The Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
We've just been ogling these.
They're lovely.
Aren't they beautiful? Totally natural. So opal is, thank you Lucy, opal is a gemstone which is formed very uniquely. It hasn't actually got a crystal structure as such. Wow, when you move these around. It's made up of silica that has been created over literally millions of years. So we say about amber being 50 million, and most gemstones actually along that period of times, if not beyond. And it's silica, rain, water, which has fallen and become trapped within sort of crevices within a host rock. And that's basically what produces this beautiful gemstone. Now you really can tell the different locations of your opal, because if you look at Australian opal, it is much more opaque, still beautiful, but it's more of a milky white colour. And then you get these lovely dustings of what we call play of colour across the exterior of the gemstone. But in Ethiopian opal, where the main seam was only discovered actually in 2008, so very, very new to the gemstone world, it's got more of a transparency to it. So you get the benefits, in my opinion, is that it's not just play of colour on the outside, it's play of colour internally as well. Now, the more of that you see, I had them then, where's my tweezers gone? The more of that you see, I'll put it under here, lose my marbles. The more of that that you see, the better the opal actually is. And even more than that, the reds in particular are the rarer colours to actually get within your Ethiopian opal. Now these are natural, they've not been faceted, so this is how they've actually come from the ground and then they've gone on to be polished. They're not drilled, so they're individual stones that you could incorporate into your silver clay alongside your silver wire. You could definitely bead bezel these as well, or you could just have them within sort of your little collection. They are incredible, and I'm really drawn to this one. Now they're last in stock Jewellery Makers. They've only actually been on your screens once previously. So if, like myself, you didn't see that chance, then this is probably going to be last chance saloon, because we have how many left? 15 left within the vault, and they're all of amazing quality, Jo. I mean, how beautiful.
They're gorgeous. I mean, I'm just looking on the screen, and yet they come up on the screen quite well, but to see them here in real life, as it were, it's just amazing, all the colours coming through.
I'm so glad you said that, because you know what, it's quite challenging to actually to show our viewers at home the beauty that some gemstones actually offer in person. You know, it's quite difficult to do that through the actual sort of TV screen, especially with opal, because opal is a gemstone that actually really favours one lighting condition. This hasn't got one lighting condition, as you can imagine. As you look up above us, we've got over 100 lights.
You actually need sunglasses in here.
You do. I love this one, that lovely, almost like a boomerang shape that you're getting. So it's an assortment. Look, you've got blues, you've got flashes of red, really like a firework display. But as I touched touched on, the main seam was discovered in 2008 and it's now deplete. They've moved on to another area. I'm not saying the gemstone is deplete entirely, but there's much smaller mining operations sort of just to the west of the main seam, which they're unearthing quality that we refer to as a hydrophane. So hydrophane, yet much water-like, I guess is the best way that I could describe it. If you can imagine shaking a snow globe, when you get all of those lovely sort of sprinkles or whichever it is inside moving around, you kind of get that impression with hydrophane opal. 5 carats you are guaranteed. That might be made up of 4 nuggets, it might be 3, it might be more, but they are all exceptional quality. I tell you what, if there's any of these left, it'll be definitely added to my order today. I own Ethiopian opal, but nothing quite like this. They are incredible. What did you just say they're going to, Becky? No way. I'd pay that for one. You've just heard the price too.
That's what you would expect, wasn't it?
Definitely. $49.95. But we have less than 20 of these remaining within the vault. The first time they were brought to air, who launched these? Was this Carol? Yeah, Carol launched these, only because I can remember talking about them. And how many of them went in the first launch? Okay, so literally almost 100 of them went within the first launch. That's quite a limited quantity that we were actually able to purchase. But then considering the quality of these, the size of these as well, that's quite exciting. So we have the final few. Make sure you check them out. Use that 30-day money-back guarantee. But what you've seen on your screens, as Joe mentioned, is visually, I mean, that's spectacular. But when you get them at home and you see them actually in person, you kind of think, oh my goodness, these are incredible. Yeah. We could walk into a jeweller's, certainly many of our local jewellers to me, and I wouldn't see opal of that quality. Genuinely, I believe that, because you've got well over 80% coverage of play of colour. Anything over 80% is actually classed as exceptional.
They're quite tough.
They're very durable gemstones as well.
Very nicely polished.
No, what it was,
slippery.
What it was, Adam wanted to see it. So
he was. He's having a good look.
He's having a good old look. I know, isn't it?
They're gorgeous.
Aren't they cool?
They are much better in real life.
In real life, they're absolutely beautiful, and that recording's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just sharing it with Adam. That's all.
Little fireworks in there.
Look at that. They are incredible jewellery makers, and again, whichever one I pick up, you've got your own amazing parcel here. The only reason I'm avoiding this one is because it's much more rounded, so to pick up with the tweezers it's far more challenging. But look at those in the palm of your hand. Look at all of that lovely, beautiful, beautiful colour. So the final few, you've got to check out those baskets all around the world shopping with us this evening. Well done to our collectors. Lots of jewellers do actually shop with us. I don't know if you're aware of that. See, they'd probably put this onto, I don't know, a little bit of gold. I'd be inclined to use these with gold, to be truthful, just because of the quality of that play of colour, but certainly a precious metal and nothing less. So we guarantee that carat weight, 5 carats, for less than £50. 5 carats.
That's cool, isn't it? I imagine a jeweller would actually, maybe, I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, but cut them down to actually make more jewellery with them.
Probably.
Because of the quality in them. If you were doing
would.
a ring, I mean, they're quite sizable for that sort of nugget.
You're probably right, and to be honest as well, the fact that, you know, if we were to sort of give this and put it into a calibrated shape, look at how much play of colour you'd be losing.
Yeah,
so
it'd be very sad to do it,
would be.
it?
So I'm really pleased that they've actually just polished them in their rough form, and it's fantastic that this is actually a real fashion at the moment to sort of enjoy gemstones as Mother Nature intended them, I suppose, instead of actually being sort of right. You must be a cabochon.
No,
you must be an oval.
I would prefer it like that as a ring.
Yeah.
You know, set in a ring. That'd
I think
gorgeous.
I would too. Beautiful, well done. Hello to you, New York. You've got yours. Hello to you, Cumbria. Hello to you, Channel Isles. Hello to you, Valerie. Do check out those baskets. Those of you with your phone in your hands. What's that? Hiya, Linda. I can see you there. Anonymous telephone callers, well done. You might be brand new to the world of jewellery making. We're a very unique channel, but a very lovely family, honestly. So make sure you join us on our Facebook pages as well. One gigantic family. No, not fam.
Definitely family.
Family, thank you. Not fam. Not fam. Family. So we've established I'm not a fan of fam. That expression. I'm not a fan of the fam. Family or famille. Famille. We say that in our house. Le famille. Amazing. Well done. Okay. Are you ready for your kits? So, wow, you've been spoilt this evening, haven't you, with your kits?
I have.
So you haven't got, you know, when we were describing what your kits were this evening before the show and before I saw your jewellery, I was like, oh, so what did you have? You said, oh, some lovely jaspers and some lovely seed beads. That's imperial jasper, which is the rarest and certainly one of the most valuable. So you have been spoilt, and it's again, it's not, I don't like the word, but I'll say it anyway. That is what they describe it as. Nodules. You get nodules within your imperial jasper. So if I hold a few of these up,
I guess that's the way they're cut from the host.
You see little nodules, like little circles,
Yeah. And the patterns go all the way through.
all the way through.
You know, they're slightly different as they come out the other side, but you've got a pattern both sides to play with.
They're really beautiful, aren't they? Imperial jasper does tend to be a lot more considered than most others because of its rarity, really, and its sheer beauty. These are natural, completely natural, so there's no treatment. These haven't been reconstituted or dyed, and you get a huge parcel. So in total, that is 92 carats of imperial jasper in a cabochon assortment. So, so can I bead bezel these?
You can.
You can bead bezel and you can wire work. You can do pretty much every single medium that you hope for. Bead embroidery is another one, but you don't just get that. You also get a selection of your Miyuki beads, and they are perfectly colour matched. The colours are your dark bronze 15-0, so that's the little tube. Then you get your Picasso Montana matte. I don't know which one that is. I think this one. I think that's your Montana matte. Yeah. Then you get your garnet gold, that makes sense, that's that one there, and you also get your fancy frosted light peachy tan. They couldn't quite put the finger on the name, on the description of colour, could they? No. So frosted light peachy tan is what they came up with. So this is called Just Because. Oh, just because I can.
Just because I can.
Ah, I see what they did there. 92 carats of imperial jasper alongside your Miyuki beads as well. And how much jewellery have you? I mean, let's admire all of Joe's creations. Wow, Joe, these are beautiful.
Yeah, so the first kit I opened up, I think I had 7 stones.
Yeah, we've got 7 here as well, yeah.
And the other kit I had as a backup kit, I think there were 6 in there, but there was a slightly larger one which I could work with tonight.
You're going to demo with? Yeah. Okay, so talk us through the designs. Oh, I mean, they're lovely.
So I've gone for quite dainty because they're little stones, but they've got a lot of character to them.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show those off. So most of the pendants, I've kept the seed beads to encase them, but I just didn't want to hide them. Yeah. There's a pendant on screen now that I've just used. I had one of the textured shell pearls in my stash. So I thought, oh, that'd be fun to use.
It's a nice idea.
And just show off the seed beads without the jasper. Different way of doing things. And then we got the tassel one, which again was just the seed beads because I was just playing with the colours of the seed beads then.
Well, that's it. Even if you don't use the jasper, they're really lovely colours of seed beads.
When I first saw them and I was playing, I was laying them out like you've done on the board here, and I was thinking, oh, well, you could just lay them out and have a really lavish bracelet or necklace piece. And I thought, oh no, because they're double-sided, I wanted to show both sides off.
Yeah,
so
don't blame you.
You know, another design idea, you want to show both sides off, so that rules out sticking them to a piece of beading foundation or whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
So encasing them in the little seed beads worked quite well, because we had the small size 15 seed beads, so that works really well with these. And
yeah, I love that bracelet.
And the bracelet, if I show the idea behind the bracelet, because when I laid them down to look at them originally, the bracelet idea popped into my head, and I thought, well, I can't use all my gemstones on one piece because that's a bit greedy. So I mimicked the shape of the gemstones, but using the beads.
I think that is, and I literally see that. I can see if you hadn't mentioned a single thing.
If I lift it up in a minute, you can see it a bit better. Yeah.
Yeah. If you'd have, I would have said prior to even mentioning it that your inspiration is from the patterns in the gemstone there. That is beautiful, Jo.
Okay.
Look at that. So what kind of stitch is that?
So this is a peyote stitch, an even count peyote, and then I've used the jasper on the end as a toggle clasp.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. Let's bring the price onto your screen. So all of these lovely pieces, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yep.
6 pieces of jewellery, £27.95. With Imperial Jasper, which is quite amazing. So that's working out how much per piece? £4.66 per piece of jewellery. But you could have probably gone on to make more, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, I certainly had 2 stones left from the first kit.
Right.
So there was definitely 2 more. I've got plenty of seed beads left. I really like the green Picasso one. It's got a really nice finish on the top of the seed beads.
Yeah, lovely. That's the Picasso Montana, isn't it?
Yeah, which is hence I used that for the bracelet because I just like the earthiness of it.
Amazing. So which
But
are you going to
got
demonstrate?
loads. I was actually going to show sort of encasing these little jasper stones.
Okay.
Because there's different ways of bezeling and beading, and usually we quite often, with the toggle I've done on here, this was just a peyote stitch all the way around to encase it.
Okay.
Okay. When you get the smaller ones, you just got to watch how much stone you take away by covering it with beads. So you want to balance it up.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want to cover, I mean, the whole attraction of Imperial Jasper is the patterns.
Yeah, and you don't want to hide that. That's not the point of it. So another way of doing it, and I've already started off here. So I've got my gemstone here, and I've done a single loop of the size 11s. Okay, there's not a specific number, but once you lay your pattern on top of your gemstone, you want it to actually sit on the gemstone. You don't want it, like peyote, you would be looking to go around the outside of it to cradle it. We're leaning this on top. And then I've done these little legs, so it looks like a little sort of turtle shape at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And all you do is come out between 2 seed beads. And on this occasion, because it's quite a shallow stone, I've only had 5 seed beads added onto the edge, and this is to get you around the edge of it.
Lovely.
So you add on your 5 seed beads, take it back down to the beadwork, miss the first one and thread back through the last 4. Pop those over to your needle, and then you pass your needle back down into your body of the original ring of seed beads. And then just take your needle all the way down to your next leg. We'll call it a leg.
Yeah, we know what you mean by leg.
Okay, so what you end up with is a little shape that you're going to sit on your cabochon. And obviously you can use this for all types. You can do this for crystals as well. It doesn't need to be a stone. So we've got little legs, and these are going to form our little, like a prong set, if you fancy calling it that way. So our thread's coming out here at the bottom of this leg at the moment. So what I'm going to do is pass my needle and thread back up through this one leg. And just for demos, I've actually got quite a big needle on, but it's okay on a size 11. On my original stones, I was using the size 15 seed beads because they were smaller cabochons. Like I say, I didn't want to hide all the stone. So you pass back up through the leg and into the eye of that top one, okay? You're going to turn your cabochon over. And then when you place your cabochon back down, you can see the little legs poking through.
Yeah,
okay?
lovely.
So all you're going to now do is you're going to ensure that you can get another ring of seed beads around it, and you're going to join all your little legs up.
Okay.
And it really is a case of just don't use a set number of beads, just put a load on the needle. When you think you're somewhere close to the number you need, so not an exact science, you're going to just lay it across the top and see if you're actually somewhere near the next leg. Okay? And I think it's going to need another couple there. Thread it through the eye of that leg, and you're going to work all the way around. Now this is quite wobbly up until the point where you stitch all the 5 legs together.
Yeah, well, you kind of anchor it all down.
Yeah, because seed beads, they just want to do what they want to do. They want to have their own party, so they're going to be all over the place for a little bit. So again, for your next leg, you're going to do the same thing. Thread a few on through the eye of the next one, and as you go round, you'll see it all starts to to hold on. So one I've done already. So here's the top of the cabochon.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so you kind of work either forward or backwards or forward, depending on your preference. I tend to start with the back, and the original loop is kind of hidden now because I've done zigzags of other colours, you know, other links between them. And this is to ensure you want to get your legs in various places so your stone hasn't got space to slip out between the gaps. Okay, because you've got no drill holes in these, you've got no security, so your little legs and your framework is actually keeping your stone held in place.
Beautiful.
Because obviously when we wear jewellery we like to fiddle with it and twist it.
I'm one of those people, like tactile.
Tactile, so you don't want it to have the escape route it might find.
No escape.
So you do a bottom run, you do a top run, you join them all together, and then you can add these extra legs as and where you feel they're needed.
That's so pretty. And you know what? You're drawn firstly to the seed beading. Sorry, I was looking at this one as well. You're drawn firstly to that wonderful pattern seed beading. Then you see, oh my goodness, look, there's really beautiful patterns within the imperial jasper as well. They're so beautiful. And every single colour matches the imperial jasper.
Yeah, the seed beads have been really well picked out, and they do pick up all those colours. If you're having a go at the bracelet, it's just a peyote stitch. And first of all, I thought, oh, I'll make a pattern up, make it easy. And obviously, you can get online graph papers like this. They've got the numbers down the side, and you can spend ages drawing them and creating your pattern. Actually, when it comes to it, just go for it. Don't worry, you'll spend more time trying to follow your own pattern than you will creating it as you go along.
Okay, so you're just saying be a little bit random.
Be a bit more random. It's not like if you were doing a face, you'd be worried about putting the eye in the wrong place. You know, and then it gets a bit annoying if you have to unstitch something. But with the general, you know, these aren't a set shape or colour, so you can be a bit random on your own pattern.
And would you agree that a peyote is one of the first stitches, am I right in saying that people tend to master in seed beading?
Yep, it's one of those new people coming to a bead group, that tends to be a stitch you get them going on first.
There we go. Oh, beautiful creations, Jo. Absolutely stunning. We will upload all of Jo's photographs to our Facebook page. And yeah, I assume get in touch with you there if you need to.
Any questions,
feel free to get in touch with Jo there. Or you can text us live here in the studio for just £27.95 for that kit. I mean, that is, how many tubes was there? 4 tubes of your Miyuki, including a 15, and then a huge amount of your imperial jasper. Whenever you hear the word imperial, like with your topaz, it is that. It's got that stature, it's got that status straight away. So considered to be, I think, one of the rarest of all jaspers, and certainly one of the most considered. Well done to those of you that have got that. Lovely kit as well, I'm thinking, alongside your must-have, don't you think? So alongside the petersite, I think the colours of the seed beads would look beautiful with the petersite as well.
Definitely.
There it is, totally natural. The gemstone of the storm. Because if you look at it, it does look like a satellite view of a storm. Amazing. So that's happening in 40 minutes time. But what we're going to do is put the kit from the 9 o'clock hour into this hour, because then we get more demos. And also, we can do a 30 auction challenge in the 9 o'clock hour. So, squeeze more products in that way for you.
We can do it. You can do it.
We can do this. No, team effort. Team effort, definitely. This is called Moody Blues.
Which is an excellent title, because Mum brought me up on Moody Blues music.
I was going to say, that's...
I'm not moody.
No, I was going to say, you're definitely not moody. Moody Blues music, I'm trying to think of something now.
I think Autumn Leaves, which was actually Justin Hayward, not Moody Blues, but he was the main singer for them.
Moody Blues was a band, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. Okay, so I'm going to start with, firstly, your Miyuki, because you get 3 tubes, including one 15-0. And these are all really lovely kind of lapis-inspired colours. So the Miyuki is your transparent Montana 8-0, so that's this one just here. Then you also get your matte black AB. No, is that right? That's that. That's the Montana. That's the matte black. And then your 15-0s are... I'm trying to see it.
We've got the size 15s, which is a dark grey
Sparkle,
Line
dark
crystalled.
grey lined. Very pretty, very, very pretty. But we don't just want to give you that, we're also going to give you some beautiful gemstones in your lapis. I love this shape. I've got this strand actually. So faceted cubes. I don't think I've actually done anything with it yet. I just really like it as it is. I think it looks beautiful in these gorgeous cubes of luster. You almost get like a checkerboard faceting across each of the sides. And I believe this is natural. It's a natural strand, isn't it? Beautiful natural Arabian blues. Again, don't just want to give you that. We can add to this Jewellery Makers in a form of your Swarovski. Now, earlier on this morning, yeah, I was here this morning too, I brought you some amazing Swarovski that flew out the door. So if you missed out on any of those, here's a chance to add to that. And this is that lovely jet black. So it's called Jet Crystal. They're 6mm and you get 48 within a pack. Great way of actually sort of adding that little bit of sparkle, but just wait until you see Joe's creations. So it is a lovely combination, a very elegant colour combination, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Oh,
Lapis I
Joe,
love anyway.
that's stunning.
Thank you.
Very, what's Edwardian?
Yeah, I've been watching, do I say Downton?
Bit of Downton.
And I think it's obviously come across.
Have you
in
only
the
just started
jewellery.
watching Downton?
No, I've watched it all before, but my husband hadn't watched it all, and he's been watching the repeats at the moment, so I've been watching it as well.
And that's obviously inspired you. The bracelet is beautiful as well. Oh, matching bracelet.
So yeah, I think it's got that real sort of that
Downton feel.
time period. Yeah.
My mum went down to the Abbey recently. She took a coach down with some of her friends, and I was like, it's not my cup of tea at all. But she said, oh, lovely day, really lovely day. You want to go see the film?
I want to.
Is the film out yet? I don't know.
13th, I think.
Of this month? Okay. But for somebody that's never watched a single episode of Downton
It's
Abbey,
really good. The characters are really well done.
could I watch the film then, do you reckon, or do you think I need to start from the beginning?
I think it should work well on its own, but to get into all the characters and the twists and turns of their stories, it's worth watching.
Okay, so that might be the next box set then.
You'd enjoy it.
Moody Blues. 110 carats of your lapis with Swarovski and also Miyuki. So, I mean, you've got one of the most, recognised gemstones, certainly. Lapis lazuli has been adorned for thousands upon thousands of years. Famously one of Cleopatra's favourites, but also 2 premium global brands within your Swarovski and also within your Miyuki. It's just a shining example of where Swarovski, seed beads and gemstones all work together. You don't have to separate them. You know, because to be honest, when we first launched seed beads and when we first launched Swarovski, you know, there was some people that were resistant, should we put it that way, resistant to that combination. Yeah. And I get it, I totally get it. Listen, I had to be persuaded as well. I definitely did. No, I'm all about the gemstones. But actually, Swarovski, I was like, yeah, definitely. It works, it really, really does work. And seed beading, who are we to argue, it's the biggest medium globally in jewellery making.
I think they all enhance each other.
They do. They do. So we're going to get another demo.
You are.
Are you all, if you're ready,
I think we're about ready.
You're all about ready. Make sure you check out your baskets. It's a really elegant kit, this. So, Moody Blues, which one are you going to demo?
Right, well, most of them are based on an element, and we talk about having an element or a motif in a lot of seed bead work. So you pick one part that you come up with a design and you can carry it through to lots of different necklaces, bracelets, earrings.
So they can kind of, you make a component and then it grows.
And it can grow and you can take it in different directions depending on how you want to connect it to another element.
Okay.
Okay, so our basic one here is, for each one we're using one of the lapis lazuli cubes. Okay, and you can see on the earrings, this is an element basically, and I've just enhanced the part to join to the ear hook by adding extra connectors to it.
Yeah.
And if I do it sideways, then you've got a bracelet. So this is literally just one of those elements, and you can take it in all directions then. So we've got a cube, we've got obviously our drill hole, which I can make the most of. So I'm going to run my thread, and we're using a 6-pound black smoke fire line for this. I'm going to use a size 8 and I'm going to frame my cube. So I know I need 4 seed beads to each of the sides. Okay, because one thing with a cube, I guess you're not going to have irregularities, are you? No, each one is
mathematical shape.
Hand faceted and cut and all the rest of it, so they aren't exactly, but that's not what you want. You don't want precision with your gemstones because you lose the character.
I agree.
So to go around the outside of this gemstone, say my thread goes up through the middle, so I'm allowing 2 seed beads at the top for the moment because I'm coming halfway through this cube. 4.
Just move you up just a little bit. There you go.
4 seed beads down one side, and then I'm going to have 2 seed beads across the bottom. Go back up through the drill hole.
Sizable drill holes?
They're pretty good actually, yeah. I mean, some of the smaller cubes, if it's got a smaller drill hole, just drop down to a smaller needle, needle size.
It's not the thread you need to worry about, is it?
No, the thread's pretty good. Depends what you're designing, how many times you're going to pass that thread through your drill hole.
Okay.
It may be, if you decide you're going to need to pass your needle through, I don't know, 6 to 8 times, you might drop to a size 4 pound. And that opens up the options in how often you can pass your needle through, because it will get to a point where it's full of thread and you can't get a needle back up. So I'm just repeating on this side 8 seed beads, and that's 2 for the top, 4 for the side, and 2 for the bottom. So you've kind of encased
made a lovely little halo.
So I'm just keeping a firm hold of the tail thread at the bottom. Leave yourself a decent thread at the bottom, because again that gives you an option to add a dangle or something later. So go to your corner of your cube, so through 2 of the size 8 seed beads, and you're going to add 1 of the size 11s. You're going to pass down all 4 seed beads on the side, and obviously this is loose at the moment because I haven't tied off the tail thread. And another size 11, and this is what you're going to do on all 4 corners. Now, I'm just going to tie off my tail thread now because it'll keep it in place for me. I know I'm not going to use it again at this point, so I'll just tie a small knot down there, a double knot, and then that'll keep it in place, and I'm not worried about using that thread again tonight. Okay, so back to where we were, through the top seed beads, back to the corner, you're going to add another size 11 for that corner. You're going to pass down through the 4 on the side, another seed bead on the corner, and then pass back through the top 4 of the size 8s. Okay, so now your cube is going to have 4 size 8s on each side and a size 11 on each of the 4 corners. Okay, so this gives you points that you can start beading out from. So pass your needle through the size 11 on one of the corners, add a size 8, pass back through in the same direction of that size 11 on the corner, and this gives you a little corner piece in which to work from. And to decorate, all I've done is added 3 the size 15s, pass back through the size 8, that's sticking out the most. Add another 3 the size 15s. And then you're going to repeat that on all 4 corners, okay? So that's going to give you a nice little detail around that corner edge. So, just for speed of demonstration, we shall come back out of that same corner. So you can imagine I've done all 4 corners in the same style. So I'm now coming back out of this size 8, and this is where I'm going to include a little dangle with the Swarovski crystal.
Oh, bicones in Swarovskis make the most beautiful
gorgeous
dangle, as you put it.
They
I like
are.
that.
So I'm going to add 4 of the size 15s. I'm going to add a size 11, 1 bicone, size 11, a size 15, and that makes a nice little dangle. That's quite a nice length.
Very elegant.
Certainly if you're a bracelet, you wouldn't want it too dangly. So you're going to now turn around, you're going to miss the size 15 you added on last, pass back through the 11, the bicone, the 11, and then only 3 of the size 15s that are up the top. And by doing that, and we're at another size 15 now, sorry.
There you go.
Working with these little beads, see, they want to go where they
Well, they're
want to.
15s, aren't they? So I always do appreciate that, you know, I guess designers are working almost from arm's length.
But when you work at home, you're really like right in your face. You know,
it does take
And then you're
practice.
having to work away from yourself and not get your head in the way. So we've got the size 15 down here. I've got the next size 15 on here, and I'm going to go straight up through the size 8. And what this allows is for your dangle to be a bit more central, because otherwise it will want to go sideways. Okay, so that gives us our main little feature there. What I would do at home, I would reinforce this by following that thread path all the way back round and come back up, and it gives it it's a bit more hard wearing. Obviously it's quite strong with the size, you know, 6 pound thread anyway. But a dangle is something you can easily get trapped in something if it's on a bracelet.
Yeah, it could get caught in your hair, or like you say, clothing.
Yeah, you push your hair back, you get it caught, you have a piece of clothing.
So it's worth it.
It's worth that little bit of extra work just to go back round your thread path.
I mean, that's so beautiful as it is, that on a chain.
And that, yeah. And so I have added the other dangles off those corner elements on this side for this, and that would make a lovely pair of earrings.
Just beautiful, and I think literally Downton 100%.
Yeah, I think I've been influenced on that one.
I think so. I think so.
The collection of beads together with the lapis work really beautifully as well.
But the colours, I think, are very Downton too, aren't they? The actual sort of the blues and blacks, very Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
I love them, Jo. They're absolutely beautiful creations, and I can't wait to see what more you have to come as well.
Fine.
So it's
if
very exciting.
anyone's got any questions about that, please get in touch, because I can explain it or draw a little pattern or something. That's fine.
Oh, how lovely. And we are live here in the studio, so do feel free to message us. We don't bite, do we, Jo?
Not often.
Not often, no. No, to be genuinely, it takes quite a lot to ruffle my feathers. Not much ruffles me. Not a great deal. Yeah, maybe actually coming up and giving me one of those might do. But we're a friendly bunch, aren't we?
Yeah,
and you're incredible. You're Adam, on the other hand. he's just a very angry person. Look at him. He caught his name, actually. You know, Angry Kid? It was designed around Adam. No, we are joking. He is the least angry person that you could possibly be. Anyway, and that goes for everybody here at JewelleryMaker. Beautiful makes. I can't wait to see what else you've got to come. I really do. I love them. And they're all very wearable jewellery as well, which is something that I definitely lean towards. Feel free to text in, message through. We are 25 minutes away from your must-have. So the beautiful Petersite natural gemstone, which has just got a whirlwind, a storm within a gemstone. That's coming your way. Amazing price. But up next, big star buy opportunity, limited opportunity. There's less than 50 of these within the world. It's metallic, and it is your June's birthstone. I'm talking about the precious pearl. Oh dear, bless Jo. She's smiling because she was in amongst all of that. There's me and Adam doing, well, it was the willow wave when she was a baby. That's if you're wondering what we were doing.
I couldn't quite see what you were doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Willow used to wave as a child like this. She'd say hello. She'd go. So yeah, Adam.
Now I know.
There you go. There you go. So have you seen me doing that? Don't be too concerned.
That's all right.
Anyway, how about metallic pearls? Now, I know lots of you already know this. Lots of our viewers have got so much gem knowledge, you know. You read up on it. Lots of you have done qualifications on it. Lots of you watch other channels, for example, and have been probably shopping with genuine gemstones for many, many, many years. So I'm not trying to sort of teach you things that you already know. However, there are also people that are brand new to the gemstone world. And let me just explain. A pearl obviously forms within a mollusk. It's not just a spherical shape. These are amazing, what we call organic gemstones, because they're formed from a living organism that is prompted, if you like. The actual culturing process is instigated. They're actually farmed. Most within fresh water now. There's apparently 4 pearl farms that are actually still in the sea. The rest are actually in freshwater lakes. Anyway, but out of a harvest of pearls, a harvest of 10,000 pearls, so that's quite a substantial harvest, less than 10 individual pearls will actually be metallic. So very, very, very rare. And these are completely natural. So, and if I count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, there we go. So that would have been out of a harvest of 10,000 pearls. Yeah? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That would be another 10,000 pearls. So I'm going to say probably about 25,000 pearls will have been harvested to produce your strand.
That's incredible.
Exactly. So that's why we expect and we see online with other jewellers a very high premium. Sheridan, who's is one of our freelance producers here, again, very knowledgeable on gemstones, but it was JM that introduced metallic pearls to her, and she actually was like, okay, hang on a minute, what's this? And what's the story behind a metallic pearl? And she actually started doing price comparisons, and she says like, oh my goodness, they are really expensive elsewhere. It's not unusual to find them, if not triple figures, beyond that in actual fact. But 25,000 pearls approximately to make this one strand. Now these are your gorgeous baroque shapes, and you get, with a metallic pearl, you get this amazing sheen. Now that can be gold, it can be coppery, but it can also have this lovely silver appearance. You still get the iridescence, so you still get those, look at this one here, beautiful iridescence across the surface of the pearl, so all of those lovely spectrum colours, and that's not coated, that's not treated, that's actually the inside of the mollusk shell. That's what the nacre would have looked like on the inside of that mollusk in the actual pearl itself. Now we've got lots of pearl specialists here, but Fleur particularly springs to mind. She will tell you everything that you possibly need to know about pearls, and you can even learn how to knot them, which is an age-old jewellery making technique, which is very expensive in actual fact if you were to go and have this restranded elsewhere. So get the pearl knotting DVD if you wanted to create that very traditional but very high-end, very heirloom piece of jewellery. So we have less than 50 of these, and they're already being allocated jewellery makers. Now I should, bearing in mind this is metallic and they are up to 15mm in their size, should be at $49.95, but we are going to honour it at a star buy price, so first come first serve. I buy pearls not just because they're beautiful, but I buy them as, I'm not allowed to say the I word, I'm not a financial advisor, can't say that, and I can't read into the future. However, I buy this gemstone as an heirloom, and this is the kind of quality that I will go for. I love the spherical pearls, but if you're looking for something that's a little bit more contemporary but still maintaining that very high prestige, the metallic pearls are definitely the way forward. The I word's the investment, yeah. I can't say they're an investment. Becky was like, did you get what I was on about?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, you figured that one out. Yeah, Becky didn't. What's the I word?
What's the I word?
Yeah, I can't see any gemstones an investment because I don't know. I can't read into the future. However, you know, if you buy quality and you buy rarity, then that's, you know, it's a solid purchase, isn't it? $34.95 for these, absolutely beautiful. Literally knot them in between with some of your silks. Use them with, ooh, what do we reckon? That would be lovely. How about alongside some of your lovely sterling silver components that we had over the sterling silver event? But I also do have, speaking of sterling silver, I have actually got a sterling silver finings pack coming up as well a little bit later on in the show. So if you wanted to just restrand this, pop the clasp on, done. Pair of earrings, because you've got your shepherd hooks here, you can make 2 pairs of earrings. That's all you would need to purchase to be making very high-end jewellery.
Ideal selection.
It is, I mean, and I don't know, have you ever bought pearl jewellery, earrings or anything like that from a jeweller's before?
No.
But
it's only since being part of Jewellery Maker I've learned to appreciate pearls, because I thought they weren't for me originally.
Do you know, we hear that a lot actually. we almost fall in love with pearls through JewelleryMaker because most, I suppose, they're very fashionable now. Actually, lots of the younger generation are wearing pearls now. But I agree with you. It was for probably a good decade or so. I never actually owned pearls. You know, I'm talking in my career as such. It wasn't until I actually started here I was thinking, yeah, I really love these, and then I haven't stopped buying them ever since. Yeah, just pop one of those on one of your shepherd hooks. That's a shepherd hook. And it's a job done. Okay, should we do the sterling silver finings pack? Let's. So if I'm brand new to jewellery making, Jo, do I need these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Simple answer.
Simple answer.
There's a bit of everything there for you. You can get going. It's like you say, you've got earrings. Just add a gemstone to one of the hooks. You've got a pair of earrings. You've got little crimps. And
so these are the crimps.
Covers. These to add to your thread. If you're doing a complete piece of jewellery that was all sterling silver, you'd want to buy the sterling silver thread. If you're using your silks for your pearl threading, then you're okay. But you'd use your crimps. That stops your thread coming away from your jewellery. Yeah. The crimp covers are the delightful way of covering up the gubbings, the working part of your crimp.
Jump rings?
Jump rings to complete the look. Attaching your necklace to your jump ring.
So I hope you don't mind, but I was actually admiring yours whilst you were demonstrating as well. So you've got a few jump rings in there to attaching your pendant to the actual chain itself. So I don't know, Adam, I think it's going to just have a little look at that to show everybody. There we go. So yeah, just a few of your
jump rings. Which way are we? There we go. A few jump rings in there. And it's a nice way of, if I then decide to do something different with the way my necklace is hung, I can just take the jump rings off and do something different.
Oh, perfect. Then you've got your bolt ring clasp. These are very traditional clasps. They're very strong and very, very secure. So you actually get 2 of those? 2 or 3? 2 of those. 3. Sorry, you do get 3. And also these really beautiful head pins. Look at those, where you get lovely little clusters.
They're quite decorative.
Yeah.
With a little cluster on the end.
Little bead clusters on the top. So in total, this is a 50-piece finings pack. Do you remember when we used to offer them to you in 13? We used to bring you a 13-piece sterling silver finings pack. And then, I can remember this clear as day, it always used to be, never less, in and around, always in double figures, but normally around £14. And that's not bad. But these days, we actually bring you 50 pieces for £12.95.
Yeah, and it's all, as it says, 925
it's
sterling silver.
It's all 925 sterling silver.
And they're all marked as well. I believe the ear hooks are all marked.
Yeah, they're all, yeah, you've got the 925 stamp there. Incredible, really, because you know what? I went into a jeweller's. I was saying to our viewers this morning, I went into a local jeweller's because I needed a few rings resized, some up, some down, whichever. And they've just been kind of, and a bracelet repaired as well. And it's not something that I could have done through jewellery making. It had to go into a jeweller's because it was all soldering and stuff, which is way beyond my capability. Anyway, so I took it into local jewellers to have, I think it was 5 rings resized, £75. You're like, oh, is that all right? Yes. Do you know what? I wish I could have given it to Hayley. However, I've already got loads of work that I want Hayley to do aside from that. And to be honest, Hayley and I are like this. We're like ships passing in the night, so it's actually managed to pin her down. But otherwise, I would, definitely. Isn't she at some kind of yoga retreat? I saw a picture of her doing her yoga. She's in work tomorrow? Oh, I'll bring it in tomorrow then. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, I saw her doing all her yoga stretches by the sea. It's like, she's a very outdoorsy person, is our Hayley. Anyway, shall we bring you some more goodies? Ooh, connectors. I want to put Hayley in my pocket. She's so cute. She's a little dot. Just want to pick her up, put her in my pocket. Because she's so cute and super talented.
Very talented.
Very, very talented. Yeah, so if you... Thank you for that, Leah. I'll bring in some of the stones that I wanted to send. I'll remember now. Yeah, she knows that I've got lots of stones that I wanted to create. Here we go. So, look at this. It's a connector, but most of our guest designers, and I'm going to almost take the words out of Jo's mouth, would deconstruct this.
Yeah.
Are you thinking the same?
Yeah, I would. Yes, I'd have a pair of earrings, and I might even use one. If I had the pearls that we had earlier, I'd use one as the extender on the back of the necklace, so you've got the nice pearl drop at the back of your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, because it's literally just cutting that one link, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there's a pair of earrings, there's a pair of earrings, there's a detail for a necklace or a bracelet.
Yeah, just add the one pearl on its own as you extend your chain at the back.
But also, I mean, how amazing would that be in a slider bracelet, just like so?
Yeah.
Just pop that onto a slider bracelet, and you've got made a very high-end bridal piece of jewellery. These are genuine cultured pearls, all of that lovely sterling silver. So you've got over 1 gram of sterling silver. It measures 60 millimetres. If that's too long for you, then you can always take some components out, as we've established, I think. That's very easy to do. Opera-length earrings. Ooh,
yeah.
Hang on.
Have a pair of those.
Can I borrow some of your pliers a minute?
How glamorous would that be?
Very glamorous, and I'm not a guest designer, as I think you all know, so I can do a stretch. I can do a stretchy. Oh, do you know, on my Facebook page earlier, one of our lovely viewers was like, "Oh well, did you crochet that blanket?" And I was like, "I wish I was that talented. I wish I did." My sister-in-law made it actually, but look, I can do that.
Look at that.
Open and close a jump ring. I mean, don't give me too much praise. I literally opening a door.
Live demo on TV.
Yes. Don't give me too much praise though. I think my 3-year-old could have done that, to be truthful. But look at that. They are beautiful though, aren't they? I mean, look how lovely that would be in the ear.
And how glamorous would you feel like going to the theatre with a pair of earrings like that?
Lovely. Trip to the theatre.
Elegant and dressed up. And
I think I might have to book it now, just because on the back of making these earrings. So yes, you need your findings. You definitely do need your findings. I'll give you your pliers back. See, I'm so clumsy in terms of how I hold my pliers as well. And again, I'm doing what I should. There we go.
Got it.
Was that painful to watch?
Well, you know.
A little. It's fine. £7.65. You need to multiply to make a pair of earrings, unless you want to wear sort of one and not the other. You could have one long one and then have one stud, couldn't you? You could have odds. It's very fashionable actually at the moment. Really lovely for your bridal creations as well. If you wanted to make like a full 360 necklace, then obviously multiply to the length that you're making for, but very easy to attach together.
Yeah. Well, your jump rings we had in the last kit.
Yeah.
Just a few of those.
Yeah.
I'm showing, say, 4 or 5 of them, depending on what length you need.
Very nice.
That'd be very elegant.
Sterling silver, so genuine 925 sterling silver and genuine pearls. You know what to do, jewellery makers. We're moving on. Shall we move on to... Ooh. So we don't see this size very often. I think they're classed as seed pearls, would you say?
Rice shape, aren't they?
Rice shaped, but I think, I don't know.
You could use them in amongst your seed beading.
Yeah, I don't know what qualifies as a seed pearl. Is it only 2 mil?
Oh,
okay.
Roundabout, so they're bigger than that.
But they're very delicate, aren't they? They'd be really lovely for your sort of bead embroidery.
In amongst your shrubbery silks and things.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
4x5 to 4x6 millimetre, but yeah, that lovely elongated rice bead shape. So you get some which are almost droplets, some which have got a really beautiful Tahitian-esque iridescence. Can you see that? And these are natural colours. So this will come from one harvest, this strand. One harvest, and again, to quote Fleur, Fleur always says, if you see a multicoloured strand that you love, multi-buy on them, because if you're thinking that you're going to possibly make lots of creations or want to make lots of creations, as in a suite of jewellery, for example, it's quite difficult to colour match pearls. Because they are organic gemstones, so and they are also they're very fragile creatures, as in the sense that they're very sensitive to the temperatures of the waters as well, for example. So you don't get exactly the same colour in different localities. Multicoloured, 38 centimetre strand. So if you love your delicate pearls, believe it or not, the smaller the pearl can sometimes mean a higher price tag, because effectively it's the same process. Same process, and you might still only get that same quantity as if they were actually larger. We're going down. Oh. It's like Becky doesn't listen. She says, no, I actually wasn't listening. Well, she's honest. She says, but I can do this, Elle. We're not complaining, are we, jewellery makers? We're not complaining at all. £7.95. So when I got married, I made my own little headdress. just because it was all very, very rushed. It was all very rushed and yes, very secret. Oh, don't you start. You're like Tom now. Becky's like, He says, no, we got invited. No one was invited, not because I wouldn't want you to be there, it's because it was 50-50 whether it actually went forward, because I was so heavily pregnant. And literally my due date was pretty much on the day. So it was like, let's just keep it very low key. If it happens, brilliant. If it doesn't, then we can do it afterwards. Oh. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the story. I actually made my own headdress using some JM lace and this kind of size pearls. And I literally used a 0.25 wire, wove it in and out. Little tiara twists.
Oh, you say you don't do jewellery making.
Well, is that jewellery making?
Yes, of course it is.
Is it? Yeah. I suppose.
You've made something and you've worn it, and it's for a special occasion as well.
And I've kept it too. It's something, yeah, I've kept, because it's very sentimental, isn't it? $7.95 only, but the point of my story was that I actually really struggled to buy the smaller sizes, because the big ones would have been very weighty, wouldn't they? But it was a struggle to source these smaller sizes, because we don't actually bring them to you as often as we'd like, and that's because they do tend to be more expensive. $7.95 today. Wow, amazing. You're 5 minutes away from your Peter site jewellery maker, the gemstone of the storm. Amazing, amazing chatoyant gemstone that comes in wonderful blues, golds and greens. Make sure you check them out. Last remaining quantity. What are we doing now? Oh, the lapis cabochons. Oh, this has to go with your kit.
Yeah, it would go with the kit.
Amazing. So I'm thinking with your bead embroidery, you've got sparkly lapis lazuli handled
pliers. Yeah.
Pliers. First thing I'm going to look at when the graphics appear is the fact that there's no brackets. Do you know what I mean by that? There's no treatment.
No treatment.
They've not been dyed. Look at this blue.
They're as they should be. And it's gorgeous, bright.
It is.
Rich. Yeah.
So there's a reason why Adam and I always sing, I can show you the world. we always bring, splendid, tell me princess, all the world. Yes, we sing it. Don't you dare close your eyes. Yeah, we sing it every single time. Yeah, which is, by the way, off Aladdin when they're on the carpet. Yeah, because I always say about lapis lazuli, it reminds me of that Arabian sky blue. That if you were watching, there was a point to that story. If you're actually watching the sort of Disney film, it's this blue that they sort of colour it, and then you get those absolutely spectacular dustings of pyrite inclusions which make up sort of the stars, and they're natural. 72 carats you're getting here, from the original location of source as well, so where it was first discovered in Afghanistan. Again, it's still to this day, much like we were saying with kyanite, it's very primitively mined, and that's not because there's no investment into the mining process, it's because so little of it is actually available. It'd be a pointless exercise. 72 carats of your lapis lazuli here in these beautiful multi-sized ovals. You do definitely get your ovals. And is the depth, is that?
Yeah, it's a nice depth.
It works.
If you're putting on bead foundation to embroider around it, imagine doing a brooch with one of these little motifs hanging from underneath it. That would be lovely. Or the earrings, you could do the cabochon earring with a little dangle underneath it.
Let me get my tweezers. I've just stolen a little motif.
There we go. So I think that would look lovely.
Oh, that would look amazing.
Yeah, or a pendant even.
You need these.
Yeah.
You need these,
really
Jo.
Nice.
Yeah, bead embroidery. Turn that into a really beautiful pendant or necklace or brooch. Any of the above. £14.95 only for natural lapis lazuli. A beautiful intensity of blue. So yes, lesser quality will almost be quite dark and black, and have quite sort of grey inclusions within. You're looking for that, I always describe it, that Arabian sky blue, and the more of those lovely pyrite dustings, the better, basically. Very versatile. I can't tell you exactly how many of your cabochons you'll get, because it's the carat weight that we do actually guarantee. So you might get 4, you might get 5, you might get 3, like this. It depends, really. There's a real assortment. But, I mean, do you like these kind of mixed cabochon selections?
Yeah, because it makes you create.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
You have to think and create.
like that.
Yeah.
Pushing each other out the boundaries, I suppose,
That's
of
it.
what... Because I'm a proper creature of habit. I'm one of those people that will definitely buy the same things repeatedly, so it's quite a good thing to push me outside my comfort zone.
All the time you buy the same thing, you keep to the same style.
Yeah.
So if you've got something very different from your normal comfort zone, it will make you have to think, what else can I do with it?
Yeah.
How else can I bead with it or why I work with it?
Yeah. And I think we're all naturally creatures of habit, aren't we? I think so. Yeah, I mean, just suit my daily routine. I'm very much, literally, I'm very predictable. What did you just describe me as then, Leah? Did you just say you like that what? Do I normally order the same dish? No, actually not with food. I'm not a creature of habit when it comes to food. I'm quite adventurous with food. But I mean sort of like daily routine and things like that. Brushing your teeth.
Don't you love brushing your teeth?
I love brushing my teeth. I know I'm weird. I really love brushing my teeth. And I love going to the dentist as well. I know.
No.
I know it's weird. My husband says the same to me, and he was like, "You absolute weirdo. You've been talking about the fact that you've got a dentist appointment for weeks." I love it. Well, touch wood, I've never had anything done to my teeth, so
right.
that's probably why.
That's it.
So just like good old scale and polish. Love it. Love it. It's not painful, and I think they get just a bit of a hard time. Our dentists, they're doing a good job. I appreciate you. And your hygienists out there and your dental technicians and nurses.
No, they do all do a good job.
They do. I mean, I wouldn't want to go rummaging around in some people's mouths.
No, imagine how much uncomfort you would be in if you didn't have these lovely people.
Precisely. Okay, is it time? Sorry, I'm just having a rant then, wasn't I? Okay, just after the break, Jewellery Makers, we have got the absolutely beautiful natural gemstone that is, yeah, by definition, actually, like looking at a satellite image of a storm. It is your beautiful petersite in a strand, unlike any I've ever seen. It's up next after this.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At JewelleryMaker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Are you new to JewelleryMaker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome back, jewellery makers. Lovely to have your company this Monday evening. I hope you are all well and you're enjoying the show. Isn't Joe amazing?
Thank you.
And lovely to meet you. Yes, this is our first show together, isn't it? Let me just move my fruit.
It's been brilliant.
Sorry. Just noticed I've got... I almost said...
It was a healthy snack.
I just said, look, I've always got... I've got my melons out. I so nearly said that.
You
then I did, yeah. Then I did. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. You were right what you said earlier on about me on The Late Show. You were right. Maybe that's why the management keep me contained to the morning. Okay. Your must-have. And I was doing a little bit of research about Petersite in the run-up to this evening's show, because it's a gemstone that we don't actually see that frequently. And genuinely, normally it's quite an expensive stone. Do we all agree? It can be, I know I've actually brought it to air here at JewelleryMaker, up to £80. Yes, we brought it to you at lesser prices as well, but it can be very, very dear. So I loved this one video that I actually found online, and you could probably find it too if you research Petersite as a gemstone. There's a gentleman on there, and I don't know where he comes from, but he was obviously really into not just the history and the gemology of the gemstone, but we're into sort of the myths and legends that are associated to gemstones. Now we have to be quite cautious about that, because we can't say it's a definite that you get these kind of beliefs attached to them. However, he was describing the fact that petersite is often referred to as the stone of the storm. And I think that's just a perfect description, because when you look at petersite and the strand that I actually have for you today, and you imagine that satellite view of when a storm is actually building, it's like the appearance of this beautiful gemstone. They actually describe it as quite a chaotic chatoyancy, because petersite, wow, look at that. It is a gemstone which actually has, hang on one second, where are my notes? Here we go. So it actually has your tiger's eye is the actual chatoyancy, but you also get your hawk's eye in there. So it's a rare, dark, grey stroke red, mahogany colour gemstone that comprises mostly of hawk's eye, but also your tiger's eye. It's believed to help you, and I love this, deal with your internal storms. So, you know, when you when it happens for all of us from time to time, when we have particularly challenging moments, if you like, and situations within our lives, this is the gemstone which is believed to help you get through that. And whenever there are actually thunder and lightning storms, so I'm thinking back to those thunderstorms that we had a few weeks ago, I've never heard thunder like it. Have you? Literally, poor Willow absolutely jumped a mile with the sound of that thunderstorm. I mean, it is quite terrifying, isn't it? Yeah. But it's at that time when we actually have storms. It doesn't have to be quite that noisy, but, you know, heavy rain, whichever, that petersite's energy apparently is believed to be heightened. So if you do believe in gemstones' abilities, if you like, or believed abilities, then I thought that was quite fascinating. It was first described in the gemstone world in 1962. By a gentleman called Sid Peters, who actually named this gemstone in honour of his father. And it's such a distinctive gemstone, so if you won't really get this confused with others, because you actually get very wonderful swirls and streaks of gold and orange, and that is due to the crocodolite, I always have to say it like that, not crocodile, crocodolite inclusions, which is the same material which is responsible for the chatoyancy within your tiger's eye. So these are completely and utterly natural. So you get the blues, like the ones at the centre of your screen right now, you get the reds, you get some really lovely golden colours as well, deep greys, swirls, patterns which are unlike any other, and it really is absolutely breathtaking. It's often left in very simple shapes like this because of the chatoyancy. Because it actually helps us, look at that, it actually helps us to appreciate those very sporadic, I suppose, colours and formations. Look at this one there. Can you, if you get close, you can really see some really beautiful blues and reds. It's stunning, isn't it? And one for not just collectors and connoisseurs, although they're probably the ones that actually have heard of this gemstone, but one for anybody that loves difference, I suppose, yet nature. Anybody that's fascinating. A friend of mine is really into storm tracing at the moment. She follows sort of storms online, and she's really got caught up in it. So this is that kind of gemstone that I can imagine her really enjoying, because it's actually got that appearance, isn't it? Totally natural. The first person that's dialed through has already multi-bought on this, and I think that's savvy, because you know what? We see, I've brought you, can I just say there's a typo? Petersite is spelt wrong on our graphics. We will Yeah, apologies for the typo, jewellery makers. We're just double checking everything. So well done to those of you that have already got involved and already multi-bought, jewellery makers. It is a gemstone which tends to be quite considered, and you get these really beautiful patterns and formations within. $14.95 only. How amazing, with those lovely blues, mahogany colours, totally and utterly natural, jewellery makers. All the W's at jewellerymaker.com. And a full 38 centimetre strand. I think this would be amazing with the nugget bundle that we've got coming up. And you have got nugget bundles this evening. Beautiful, beautiful nugget bundles. So some golden rutile, or maybe team it with your tiger's eye. Don't you think? Because there's petersite within, sorry, there's tiger's eye within your petersite, so that seems to have that sort of natural connection. You've got kunzite, you've got garnet within the bundle, yeah, really beautiful connections. Or even teaming it with something like polar opposite, like your pearls. Yeah, do a little bit of research, and by all means have a little look for that, that little video clip. If you want the link, and just message me on my presenters page. And I'll gladly pass it to you. But it was just a really fascinating little clip that a gentleman was actually stood outside in amongst what was a tropical storm, and he was describing this gemstone, and I was like, yes, you can almost feel it, can't you? You can feel that energy within the gemstone as well. 480 carats in total. And we are, that's crazy. I mean, petersite at $14.95, amazing. Again, I have actually sold it at much, much, much higher prices than what's on your screens right there. Amazing. Still to come, you've got your tanzanite. It's happening in 15 minutes time, jewellery makers. And I'm going to say it, I'm going to tell you, just once though, under £10. Under £10. But before then, we can bring you some more. Right, this is all about your nuggets. Do you like working with nuggets?
Yeah, they're great fun.
They are, aren't they? They create loads of beautiful texture. So yeah, whether it's on a memory wire, whether it's on a stretchy, whether it's in lovely tassels, look at that. You still get that incredible quality. So the difference between a nugget and a chip has been faceted. That is a piece that's been cut off a gemstone. As in, it might have been, you know, an oval or a cabochon or a faceted gemstone. A nugget has actually been mined, actually in that shape. Obviously, we can't calibrate these sort of sizes, so they polish them and literally pop the drill hole through. So you get amazing quality, but this is how they've actually been unearthed from the ground. So full 98 centimetre strand, you've got almost a metre here of really beautiful labradorite, which is still your #1 favourite gemstone as voted by your good selves. What is it, 8 out of the 9 years? That we have been established. So I can't believe that we're actually we're on the run up to Christmas now. I know, you might be saying, oh, it's only September. Yeah, well, it's the run up to Christmas now. Adam and I were talking about who was doing what shifts over Christmas, who's working what days. Genuinely, weren't we? Yeah, genuinely. It'll be here before you know it, jewellery makers, it really will. Yeah, we'll be singing. When do we start decorating the gallery? Isn't it like Halloween and then it's Christmas? Yeah, we do decorate the studio very, very early. Very, very. But I like that. You don't get any criticism from me. $7.95 only. Let me just show you how many bracelets you could easily make. 5 bracelets and probably a little bit more because I've still got that down there. 5 full 360 bracelets. Start putting some of your sterling silver in there. I don't know, or the ceramic would be quite nice. Some of your sea beads, absolutely beautiful. It's going to go even further. Yeah. But such an on-trend gemstone. Lots of the big designers like Monica Vinader are actually using this at the moment. Again, it goes back to our first conversation within the first hour. We are like moths to a flame. We are like moths. You want me to do my clumsy moth impression again? Okay, ready? Do. Oh. I know, sometimes I forget I'm on live television. But they are the clumsiest of insects, don't you think?
Yeah.
You know, flies aren't stupid, they're just a nuisance. They're just a nuisance. What, birds flying into your window? That just scares the living daylights out of you, doesn't it? I was watching a little caterpillar, just make his way across our patio last night. He was just happy. I was like, oh, please don't let a bird come down and get you. But he was just just wriggling across there.
Lovely.
So yeah, I bet you they're nice. They've got nice personalities, caterpillars.
Little caterpillars, yeah. Yeah, I reckon they have.
I reckon they'd be nice and friendly. And then they turn into these beautiful moths. Oh, that's why I'm seeing them then. Their future. He's going to be a future clumsy moth, isn't he? Moving on. Oh, I had my eye on this one. It's beautiful. I might have to add this to my order, stock permitting. So, pink opal, natural pink opal, and I'm going to guess Peruvian. Yeah, I thought so. Just because it's got that really beautiful glow. They are lovely, aren't they? So beautiful. And I don't think you need to do anything complex because the beauty of the design is actually in the cut of the gemstone. I'm kind of visualising these in anklets.
Ooh.
Sand between your toes.
Very nice.
Love an anklet, absolutely. Sand between your toes and, I don't know, a cocktail in your hand. Yeah, look at that. We can imagine anyway, can't we?
We can dream.
What? Okay, jewellery makers. What is that price tag? £2.95 only for genuine pink opal. Oh, okay, but it's very limited, so you do need to be quite quick. Who's going to get these? 85 centimetre strand. So for all of you October babies, another beautiful variety. Is that Adam? Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. It's a gorgeous gemstone, isn't it, that gives you lots of different variations from your dendritic opal to your pink opal to your blue to your Ethiopian to your Australian to your boulder to your mosaic. Yeah, all different varieties. Well done. Okay, snowflake obsidian. One of the suggestions that we actually had this morning about what Mark and I should dress up as for the Halloween show was characters from Game of Thrones. And I was like, yeah, you know nothing, Jon Snow. So he could be Jon Snow, and I can be, who was the other one? Daenerys. I could be Daenerys. Oh yeah.
That's the best one.
Yeah, okay. Well, we won't read too much into it, but yeah, I thought that was a good suggestion. But I want to be able to say, you know nothing, Jon Snow. Can't remember her name. Ygritte, was it? I liked her. Snowflake obsidian. The reason why I'm actually talking about this is because this gemstone features within your your Game of Thrones. Apparently, she's in Downton. Is she? Was she in Downton? Ygritte, did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes. I'm rubbish with character names and
So she was Jon Snow's original girlfriend. She was a wilding.
Yes.
Yeah, she was. But apparently she was in it as well. She was in Downton Abbey. They're married in real life too. But yeah, this is actually the dragon's glass that they reference within Game of Thrones. I made my future brother-in-law a bracelet out of obsidian and gave it to him at Christmas and told him the story, and he was like, wow, super cool. £2.95, a natural gemstone that forms with these really beautiful monochrome patterns. It is cool. It is a very cool gemstone, and it's definitely one that is favoured by gents and ladies.
It's lovely. The colours on it are gorgeous.
And you can literally put anything with it, can't you?
Yeah, it's very neutral, so it go with everything.
Yeah. I'm thinking about some lovely Siam red Swarovski, some gorgeous red. I keep thinking red. It's just probably, but then in contrast, you could put a really delicate pink like your opal that you had earlier on. £2.95. We're not long till we bring you the Tanzanite strand, and yes, I did say it. It's single figures. Okay, moving on. Bronzite. I'm so glad we've got bronzite back in our vault again, because it almost disappeared, didn't it? It was one of our sort of original gemstones, and then it just kind of disappeared. And we've got it back, thankfully, because like your petersite, like your tiger's eye, like other gemstones which have got that like a metallic sheen to them. Yeah, they've just got this natural colour. Yeah, but they almost look like they have little internal metallic inclusions within, like pyrite as well.
as well.
Lapis, yeah, good point. 190 carats, it is natural and it's Italian. So one of the few gemstones that we actually source from Italy. Love that. What did you say? What does that mean? Oh, stop it. Becky has just said totes nuts. What does that even mean? Totally natural. Please don't abbreviate. Give me the fam talk. I'm going to be having words with you, Becky. You're a very well-spoken young lady. Totes nuts. That means totally natural, jewellery makers. It does, yeah. Totally natural bronzite, apparently. But lovely in your macrame. I did notice your macrame bracelets earlier on. So I've just been admiring all of your jewellery.
That's what it's all for.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, macrame I absolutely love because anybody can do it. Even sort of, it's great because you can really incorporate the youngsters in jewellery making as well.
It's a good thing to get them to do because it's good hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
And get them to do a pattern. It's simple enough and quick enough that they don't get bored as well.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And there's nothing that, you know, they're going to hurt themselves with. It's basically knotting. Do you say 16? Oh, a lovely aventurine. Orange aventurine. Yeah, blue, orange. We don't see that often. Oh, perfect for all of your autumn months. The leaves are going to start falling soon, aren't they? It's definitely getting darker. You like autumn. I like spring the best. Spring's my favourite season. What's your favourite season? What's your favourite?
Autumn, probably, actually, the colours.
You like the colours of autumn?
Yeah, I'm not a sunbathing type person, so that doesn't...
Neither am I, but I love spring and summer, and I really love Christmas. I'm not the months in between.
Yeah, I don't like the damp, dull, cold
Oh,
days.
just after Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Isn't that when they call the SAD months?
Yes.
Isn't it seasonal?
Something.
Seasonal something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just apparently we do get a little bit
Yeah,
down.
A bit down.
A little bit down.
Gloomy.
Exactly. Well, we shouldn't really, because spring's only around the corner. But gorgeous colours for your autumn months, and very on trend actually. Your oranges and your yellows, teamed with you know, earthy colours like the bronzite. That would be absolutely beautiful. Up to 86 centimetre strand. So again, what's that? 5. That equates to almost 5 full bracelets, whether they be stretchies, whether they be on your memory wire, or whether you choose to just use a little cluster. You don't have to invest the whole 270 carats in one piece of jewellery. You can literally de-strand them, pop them into a nice bead scoop if you wanted to. And at £1.95, jewellery makers, really? Can you believe that? A genuine gemstone. So these have actually been mined, polished, drilled, stranded, and we're at less than £2. Anybody that does craft fairs or anybody does that sort of makes for charity or anything like that, I know lots of our viewers do, this is an amazing purchase, don't you think? Little investment, maximum return. It's a genuine gemstone, aventurine again, lots of different beliefs associated to it. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's one of the few orange gemstones, natural orange gemstones anyway, that we can actually offer you. £2. Do you remember when our bare minimum price, irrespective of whatever item it would be £6.95? Literally, no lower than £6.95 was allowed to be broadcast on our live shows, and that was because it was actually deemed as non-broadcastable, meaning it would cost us more money to talk about it than it would actually be to yeah, we can put it on our online shop, but we couldn't bring it on our live show. But however, we don't have that rule anymore, probably because we've expanded. We're a much bigger company now, and we're all around the world. Amazing, well done. Moving on. Ooh, lovely aquamarine. Look at that. Beautiful aquamarine. So in contrast, this is definitely your winter, isn't it? Amazing, almost glacial. Especially especially with those beautiful cuts. Yeah, very Frozen-esque. And you're looking at natural aquamarine. So I'm ignoring Becky right now. You can heat treat aquamarine to intensify those colours and also eliminate sort of a prominence of green. That wasn't necessarily. Yeah, you've got the odd internal characteristics, but I actually think that's one of the qualities that we love about aquamarine. You can get it with crystal clear clarity, but you can also get it in this lovely, very azure blue, sky blue really, in the opaque variety. 76 carats, JewelleryMaker's totally natural Mozambique aquamarine, so amazing quality, and again faceted for their own individual beauty. Take one, pop one on a shepherd hook. We brought you the findings pack earlier on. Team it alongside, ooh Joe, alongside your lovely, what did you call them? Little components.
Little elements or motifs.
Motifs. Alongside your little motifs.
Yes.
There you go. Just pop one of those on the bottom.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very down to £12.95 today. Come and say hello. Tell us what you're up to this Monday evening. Well, I know you're working, but not everybody's working. And you're right there, so I can kind of see you. Oh, yeah. Tell us what you're up to. Are you out and about? Are you working also? Or are you sat with your feet up? Or are you still creating, busy creating? Yeah, tell us what you're up to. Have you got any messages for the team? Any messages for Joe as well? We've got a message from who? Hello Tony, evening everyone at JM. It was lovely to see you today, Elle, live in action. I had a lovely day. I met Tony earlier on. So Tony, bless her heart, mwah, mwah, mwah. And I'm assuming, because we didn't actually get a chance to speak, did we? Tony came into the studio, she had a little walk around the JM studio. I'm assuming with your husband, was it, possibly? I don't know. I shouldn't assume. But it was lovely to meet you, and I'm sorry I didn't actually get to catch up with you properly afterwards, but hopefully another day. So it's an amazing place. We're very blessed to work actually in Ivy House, because it really is, you know, the thought of, we were talking about this earlier on, the thought of actually driving into a busy city centre.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal at all.
No, it filled me with dread as well, but we're literally out in the countryside. Beautiful. Yeah, we get woodpeckers, owls, deer, lots of cows. We've got the cows literally. I was sat in Chloe's head of TV's office the other day. We're just having a little chin wag, as you do. And she's kind of going up, it's like on a hill almost. So her window's here. Not Chloe, her office is kind of like sat into the actual hill, if you like. And there's a window just there, and there's just one cow. My cow
not
impression.
like the one last week that was making a really lot of noise out there.
They are noisy.
Oh, he was so noisy, you could hear him all around the building.
So Becky's just saying, do I prefer the moth impression or the cow impression? I don't know, I'm not sure. I can do a lot of animals. Would you like me to do another one? Okay, let me think about it. But my goldfish, have I done a goldfish? I can't even remember doing that. Are you sure that was me? I can't remember ever doing a goldfish. I mean, it might well have happened. It might, who knows, who knows. Anyway, I'm sure there's still an hour and a half. I might come up with a few more. How about Tanzanite for under £10? It's up next. The beauty of Tanzanite. This one locational gemstone comes from Tanzania, at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro. And yes, the rumours are true, the mine is currently closed. However, we don't believe that it's a permanent thing. So the government has actually intervened, and we've been kind of mentioning the fact that they had planned on building a wall around the actual mine itself, to protect and to more sort of police and govern the actual legislation of this wonderful gemstone. So the days of where tanzanite was sort of alluvial mined, you know, where you used to be able to go to sort of tiny individual groups that weren't necessarily big corporations, they're all actually gone now. And the mines where we did actually have, I think it was up to 7 at one point, I think, now we're actually down to only a handful of them, and they're all sort of under Tanzanite 1. So the reason why I'm actually telling you this, so no, it's not being unearthed at the moment. However, that will change, I should imagine. It will probably change very, very soon. But the reason why I'm telling you this is the fact that they have actually got that monopoly, and they can command whatever price per carat that they wish. The price of tanzanite has been dramatically increasing over the past, 10, 20 years, if not beyond that, to be truthful. And we've always mentioned it here at Jewellery Makers. And you know what? Again, we had people that would say to me quite understandably, not just me, all of your hosts used to say, well, you keep saying it's going up in price, but yet Jewellery Maker aren't sort of showing that. And I kind of get where you're coming from. It was almost like we're saying it, but it's not. We're not almost showing that price increase. Well, I have to say, Jewellery Makers, we're definitely feeling it now. Our buying team really struggle to buy tanzanite at an affordable price. However, this star buy is under £10. I don't know. It might be that, I don't know, we've bought a large quantity of other gemstones from a different trader, and tanzanite was part of that big purchase, so we actually were able to sort of pass some of the savings on to this gemstone. We might have bought a big quantity of tanzanite, although I shouldn't imagine that is the case. We might well have been sitting on this strand for the past, I don't know, 5-6 years. That might well have been the case, because we do that. Lots of different gemstone suppliers do that. You almost stockpile, especially the ones that are one location, and especially the ones that we know are possibly depleting. So we believe there's approximately 20 years left of mining this gemstone, which is not a huge amount, of years. So definitely the one generational stone. Beautiful blues, very distinctive blues, where you have got not just like a sapphire blue, you get a presence of purple. And that's because tanzanite is what we call triachroic. You get different colours from different angles, particularly within your pink. 150 carats, under £10. How many have we got then? There are 95 of these within the vault, and we are under £100 as promised. Do you own tanzanite? Believe it or not, not many people do on this planet. Our Jewellery Maker customers, I think, have been collecting it for as many years as we've actually been auctioning it. And I think the first strand that we brought to air was actually tanzanite in chips like this. And it was, I can tell you this, it was £24.95. Guest designer Mark Smith launched it alongside, I think it was Vicky Carr, I think. But yeah, it was £24.95 for a strand almost identical to what's on your screens right now. We're at £8.95. So yes, where the price per carat is dramatically increasing, I know it makes no sense that we're now offering it to you at single figures, but that will not be forever, I assure you of that. Check them out, multi-buy, there are no restrictions. Use them with your precious metals. Tanzanite, I think, absolutely deserves precious metals. Yeah, and well done to those of you that have multi-bought already. What would you do with a strand like this? Do you ever work with chips and nuggets, Jo?
I do. Yeah, quite a lot. And I say if you're just getting into collecting your gemstones, chips and nuggets is a good way to go, because you get a lot for your money and you can have a bit of everything without spending a fortune. I like that. And when you get used to which stones you actually like working with, then you can look at buying the rounds and the fancy shapes. So chips and nuggets,
which are more expensive.
Yeah, they are. And I brought a strand of the chips with the tanzanite, thinking that I wouldn't be able to afford the other stones originally, but obviously watching Jewellery Maker I have since got some, but it's a good way of starting a collection, because you can afford then to get most of the gemstones as they come through with the chips and nuggets. Yeah, you can always team it alongside your faceted shapes. But a really nice way of gifting this gem as well. You know, do you know anybody that it's the gemstone of new beginnings? Apparently that's what they're kind of marketing it at, but also the gemstone of your firstborn. So if you know anybody that is celebrating a brand new baby, then firstborn in particular, then this is the gemstone that apparently we should be gifting. It's beautiful.
beautiful though, and it is the only gemstone which certainly in you know, this generation has actually changed the big four into the big five, literally. So it was only discovered in 1967. Hello Joe, Lynn, Mikey, hello Debbie, Jan, Multi-Bank, Shandy, new customers, Maureen, congratulations. To our new customers, every single purchase comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. If you are watching for the first time and thinking, this can't be right, that can't be genuine tanzanite. Oh, it is. I assure you it is. But as opposed to your jewellers that will be lucky to sell 1 or 2 pieces in a month, to be truthful, I've worked in those jewellers, they'd be lucky to sell, you know, big tanzanite pieces, 1 a month, they would be. They'll sell more of your everyday pieces more frequently. We will just, I mean, we've just brought you just under 100 of them, and they will sell this evening. They will all go this evening. So we can work off tiny, tiny, tiny margins. 0800 614 615, all the W's at JewelleryMaker.com. Yeah, simple threading. Use that on what, wildfire? Fire line?
Fire line, or your essential thread, your wire thread. That
would work too, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And then a couple of crimps and a hook.
Love it. And we brought the finings too. Use it with your sterling silver finings pack as well.
Well together.
Okay, moving on. Ooh, ooh. So let's bring you some more aventurine. So going back to our autumnal inspiration. Don't you just love mamas and papas? Adam singing, "All the leaves are brown and the sky is grey." Mama Cass. Yeah, I love that song. 75 carats of this beautiful, warming aventurine colour that is totally natural. They're described as nuggets, but some of them are almost cubes, aren't they?
Mm. Yeah, imagine that mixed with the chips you had earlier, maybe the bronzite as well.
Yeah, let's do it. We're building kits.
Lovely kit collection there.
Here you go.
Different textures going on as well as the colours.
Can we just do a little tot up? How much would this all cost together? We haven't brought the price on this strand as of yet. So maybe we'll do that first. £2.95. £1.95. How about if I said £9.80 for all of that?
That'd be lovely. You can make quite a lot. Necklaces, bracelets.
That would be absolutely beautiful. Yeah, pop a finings pack with it. Hang on, bear with me. I'm just going to double that over. I'm just going to wrap that round in a little bit. Check me out, I'm jewellery making. Hang on. In a very...
Yeah, and a nice gold plated, maybe findings pack with that.
Lovely.
Or even copper. Go real autumnal.
A few amber pieces in there possibly as well. What do you reckon? Mm. Hang on. Yeah. I'm trying.
Beautiful.
That lovely twist style necklace though. Look at how amazing that is as a combination.
Really
they do.
Nicely.
They do. And very complementary colours of all different skin tones as well, isn't it? So, £2.95. We'll pop those out the way so it's not confusing. Let's bring you... Oh, I've mixed them up now, haven't I? That one there, that one there. There you go. I've sorted it. Is this Sargonetic? Yeah? Strawberry quartz is Sargonetic quartz. Yeah, because you get internally, you get these lovely little inclusions that are red by colour, and it's those inclusions that colours the quartz. Do you know, once upon a time we said you don't get red in quartz. But it's like when you said, oh, we don't get blue in garnet. And yes, you do. Mother Nature just likes to... She says it's like, never say never. Never ever say never. These are natural. So yeah, you can also hear this described as Sargonetic quartz. And yeah, when you get close, you get these really lovely, almost like the little pips within strawberry. Within a strawberry that are pink, and it gives it that overall colouring. Some will be very closely compact, like this one just here. Some will be a little bit more sporadic, so they're totally natural. It's really beautiful and it's very rare. 120 carats you're getting here, full 38 centimetre strand. in your nuggets. I can't believe these prices, can you? This is a very rare treasure. $3.95. A great opportunity for anybody that is brand new and watching for the very first time to join us and give us a go. Because you know what? There's no minimum spend. If this is your only purchase today and you're just sort of dipping your toe in the ocean to give the JM world a go, well listen, you will also be gifted with 2 genuine gemstone strands, free of charge, plus a Get Started with Jewellery Maker DVD, which teaches you all of your... and the flower. No, you don't get the flower. Sorry, you don't get a flower. However, you do get the gemstones of the DVD, which teaches you all of your essential techniques, so your wrap loops, all of those things. No flower. You have to provide your own flower. Sorry about that. Okay, moving on. Oh, beautiful, deep, velvety. This has got to be Zambian, right? Is it Brazilian? Look at that. That's a chocolate box purple, isn't it? Only because Zambian amethyst tends to have that really intense, very regal-like colour. Oh, I tell you what, you can see it from the angle that I'm looking at. It's literally reflecting on the back of my hand. Look at that, totally natural amethyst, a gemstone which was previously only ever worn by regality. Basically, it was a gemstone of stature. That colour actually sort of showcased their power, I suppose. Now, thankfully, those days are gone when everyone can enjoy this gemstone. But yeah, really, really sumptuous, very, very luxurious colour, I suppose. 0800 644 655 is a free phone telephone number to get involved, and this is genuine amethyst. So if you are a February baby, this is your birthstone. Who's February? Any February babies here? No. You're March, so you're aquamarine. When's your birthday, Jo?
September.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
So September the what?
28th.
28th. So you're sapphire baby, like me. When are you, Becky? You're March as well. Okay, so you're aquamarine. And Adam, you're October, so opal. Lucy, you're March as well. Gosh, there is always a bit of an influx, isn't there, around March time. And September. Wonder why that is. $5.95 only. $5.95 only. And technically October, can I just say, Adam, as well. Technically, Adam. Oh, were you? Anyway. Yeah, technically October babies. There's always a little bit of an influx around October too. 0800 644 645, that is beautiful. Some of the deepest amethyst that I can offer you. Right the way up to 12mm in their size, teaming them alongside those little metallic pearls that we had earlier on. So if you've just tuned in, look at that as a combination. And I'd probably go with, do I go Sargonetic quartz? Or do I go pink opal? Or both?
All of them.
That would be a lovely kit. You know what to do. Take a little look back on our website. They may well still be available, everybody. Okay, star by time. Oh, yes. Now, you might be eyeing up this T-bar just here, thinking, when are you going to bring it to air, El? When is it going to be on our screens? Well, guess what? It's next. Look at this, a beautiful curtain of amazing, genuine gemstones. So, Jo, you mentioned earlier on the fact that if you're just starting or just starting collecting even, and you're interested in accumulating a combination of your gemstones, Whether that be for the rarity, the beauty, whether it be for the myths and legends attached to many of your gemstones. And this is a perfect opportunity for you. Do you know, I remember speaking to a friend of mine that's actually moved away. She's, well, I say away, she's in West Wales, so she's not a million miles away, but I was chatting to her and she said, Elle, I've bought 3 gemstone bracelets from a local sort of shop to her. She said, I only paid £20. I said, oh, okay, lovely, which gemstones are they? Anyway, she sent me a photograph. And she paid £20 per stretchy bracelet. It was one of those shops that does sort of the joss sticks and lots of the tie-dye. I love those kind of shops as well, but £20 per bracelet. She'd actually bought a rose quartz. She'd bought what she described as turquoise, but it wasn't turquoise, it was magnesite. And I think the other one was like an agate or so. Oh no, it was a clear quartz, there we go. So £60 she'd actually paid on the exactly nugget stretchy bracelets like this. I didn't have the heart to tell her that it wasn't turquoise. You know, you just go, oh, they are beautiful. And they are really beautiful, but £60, it's a lot of money. But that, to be truthful, we're the ones that are the exception to the rule, aren't we? And I'm talking about us jewellery makers as a group. Because we know that we can obviously make it much less expensively, obviously being the real deal. But most people think that £20 is actually not bad for a genuine gemstone strand. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strand bundle, which, yeah, and bear in mind each of those will make 5 bracelets as a minimum. Yeah, so on that basis, you know, if you might separate it and might make less, you might use just a few and a few spaces in there. You have got so many pieces of jewellery here, so it's an absolute mega bundle. Now let me just go through which gemstones you're actually getting, because we do have a real collection here and some are very high end. So you've got your black rutile, which is this one here on the end, beautiful monochrome. You get lovely rutilations, shards within the gemstone, that's completely natural. Then you've got your garnet, so I'll put them in order on the list. So that's your garnet, lovely garnet, gorgeous, rich, full-bodied red, and January babies, that's your birthstone. Then you get your black agate, which is this one here. Love that, very, look at those shapes. Those lovely shapes, very dynamic shapes, those. Then you get your blue aventurine, which is obviously this one all the way over here. So beautiful aventurine. Lovely gemstone, which has kind of got a semi-transparency. Then you get your jasper, which is this one, so it's in the right place. So that's that one there. Then you get your golden rutile, so let me just shimmy those across. Golden rutile, you had the black rutile earlier on. Golden rutile is often referred to, those inclusions are actually referred to quite frequently as your Cupid's arrows. So yeah, lovely little, or angel's hair, yeah, absolutely. So if I can show you, you see those? Venus hair, angel's hair, Cupid's arrows are often referred to as that. So that's beautifully natural. Very difficult to cut, actually, because of those rutilations. So gorgeous, clear gemstone with golden inclusions. Then you've got your yellow tiger's eye. There it is. Good old tiger's eye. Then you have your white howlite. That one there. And lastly, you have kunzite. Kunzite, a very high-end collectible gemstone. I haven't done the maths. Would you like me to try and top these up? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, over 2,000 carats. Do you agree? Over 2,000 carats in total. Some of them are, the minimum is 210 carats on a strand, right the way up to 350. So Becky, I can hear tap, 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 tapping away. I've got a big quantity auction, jewellery makers, great opportunity for you to make multiple pieces. So yeah, potentially 5 bracelets, full bracelets if you wanted to, out of one particular strand. But you could make so much more than that. The exact is 2,490. Wow, I was miles out. Another example that I'm utterly useless at maths. I should be bringing it to you. That seems incredible, right? So that's less than £4 per strand of genuine gemstones. I mean,
Yeah, when you were talking about, you know, possibly 5 bracelets out of each strand,
Yeah.
you've got 9 strands, 45 potential bracelets just there.
So that's less than £1 per bracelet, but we're not even stopping there.
No.
Anybody that does, it was a guest designer, I think it was guest designer Fleur that made the suggestion, and I've run with it ever since she suggested it. She said instead of donating to a specific charity by direct debit, she says, I'll buy bundles like this, I'll invest a little bit of time, turn it into jewellery, sell it, and then instead of donating, say, £40, I might be able to turn it into £400.
Yes.
I mean, how amazing is that? Really, you're making the most of your skills. But this is not your mega auction price tag, jewellery makers. Not at all. Ahead of your 30 auction challenge within the next hour. Do you reckon I can do it?
Yeah.
Yes, Joe says. Yes, Leah says. No, Adam says. No. Yes, I can. Yeah, Becky believes me, Lucy believes in me. Yeah, Adam. Leah believes in me. She says it's not going to happen. I can do it, we can do it. Anyway, right now, what's that working out at each? Bear in mind there's kunzite here. Would you get kunzite for £2.22? Categorically no way. Well, I shouldn't say that. Highly unlikely. Would you get garnet for £2.22? Genuine garnet, an amazing quality garnet actually. I'm going to show this sort of off the T-bar, because the T-bar's black, it almost darkens the gemstone. Get this out into natural sunlight. Look at that, really beautiful berry colours, and totally natural. I'm just working my way across. I am right in saying each of these strands are totally natural, aren't I? The black agate has been heat treated. Okay, so literally that's the only strand. Every other strand is totally and utterly natural. And you can make, as Joe did the maths, 45, the minimum of 45 bracelets. Yeah, simple memory wire. I love memory wire.
It's keeping it simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you were doing the charity thing, that you could optimise your time you're doing it as well by doing that.
Well, producer Tom told me about his girlfriend's mum, who is very new to jewellery making, started dabbling and made a few pieces and then did like a little house party, a jewellery house party, and she generated £3,000.
That's good.
£3,000 from, and she said a lot of it was stretchy bracelets. Well, that's it. It should be a sort of craft stall essential, don't you think? So for a minimal output, as in expense, you're getting a massive profit return, and great way for gifts as well. So even if you're thinking I don't sell my jewellery, well, a nice idea for gift presents, don't you think? Little gifts, instead of taking a bottle of wine or a box of chocolates, take round a piece of jewellery, or both, or both. It's only cost you a couple of pounds to make that piece, if not less. You know what to do. Make sure you check them out though. So we had a quantity of how many? We only had 35, but we are now down to single figure quantities, jewellery makers, and if you want to multi-buy, you absolutely can. Yeah, great way of actually sort of really building your gemstone collection. And big designers are using many of these. So Thomas Sabo uses, and Van Cleef actually, are using your tiger's eye. Garnet, pretty much every single jeweller on this planet will actually be working with garnet. The two which you might not see as frequently would be actually your rutiles, I think. So your golden rutile and also your black rutile, and that's because they're particularly difficult to cut rather, because you've got those shards. The gemstone can literally fracture in half, so it's not one that you see on mainstream markets. That being said, neither do you with kunzite. Aventurine, yeah. Agates, yeah. Jaspers, yeah, definitely. High phosphorus content within your kunzite. So what that means is it's kind of got a little superpower. Your kunzite is a really beautiful, very feminine pink, a very delicate pink. And again, I'll bring that down to the back of my hand to show you. But by day, what it's doing right now is absorbing all the energy and light, and then when you go on your moonlight walk or a candlelit dinner, or you're just in more subdued romantic lighting condition, you will find that kunzite glows. It does. It glows. It almost sort of it glows under these really beautiful sort of soft, subtle lighting conditions. We're running out of time within this hour, but not before. We've only got about 10 left, I believe. Oh, really? There we go, 10 left of them. People are multi-buying, and you're absolutely fine to do that, jewellery makers, but do not go anywhere, because coming up in the next hour, we have got a 30 auction challenge. Do you reckon I can do it? Everybody's saying yes, bar Adam. So we've got... Yeah, he's saying he's being that person in life, you know, that you have to prove wrong. Yeah, I can do that, definitely. That is that red rag, isn't it? That's me right now. Yeah, Adam. What, you watch me. Don't go anywhere back after this.
JewelleryMaker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. So visit our website for more information. JewelleryMaker, create, wear, share.
Love JewelleryMaker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the JewelleryMaker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. JewelleryMaker, create, wear, share.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Our JewelleryMaker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people. If you'd like more information on up-and-coming shows, you can view the programme guide on our website. Welcome to JewelleryMaker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and The Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Oh, sorry, I was I was trying to describe to Adam. Was that Thunderbirds? No. I was describing the last film I watched. It was last night, and it was about some guy on a bike that you know in these big cities like New York and London, where say your email's failing, and you need to desperately get something across to London, across the other side of London, whichever, or New York. They send it by bike, don't they? So it was about that. Oh. I can't remember what it's called.
I know the one.
Yeah, I couldn't get my head around it. Must be on. Got to be honest. It's all right. It's okay. It's not bad. It's okay. Anyway, 30 auction challenge. I've got to prove Adam wrong that I can do this. So I'm going to start with what? Let's get going. Ooh, these are lovely. I can't talk about it too much. So see something you love, jewellery makers will work together, pounce on it, and then I can move on. So I've got approximately 2 minutes on each opportunity. We can do this. So absolutely need to prove Adam wrong. He's not convinced that we're going to do it. Just make him laugh while he's got a mouthful of chocolate biscuit. So this is your peacock shell pearl in the drop shape, but you've almost got these faceted I don't want to say, yeah, faceted shapes almost, these flat sides that have been reconstituted into this beautiful form. Perfect if you are looking for that sort of repetition, if you like, in matching shapes. There we go. Anyway, it's not gonna work if I don't get my words out, is it? Really beautiful high luster, so they're almost metallic, aren't they? £8.95. This is also like it's a triple auction. 3 auctions I might just do. It's a 30 auction challenge, but it's also a clearance at the same time. So just how much can I actually squeeze into this hour, jewellery makers? I reckon, just to prove Adam wrong, I'm going to try and do 31. Yeah, I know. All right, Al. Yeah, I probably should rein it in a little bit. Okay, 30. Let's say 30. Well done, well done, well done. Do you know what this looked beautiful with? Your next strand. So I tell you what I can do. I can show you what's coming up next. But you know what that would look also amazing with? Your third auction. So look, there you are then, Adam. This is how you find a way to win. Find a way to win. You show 3 auctions at once. See? There you go. That was number 1. We're on this one now. This one's still to come. Okay? We with that? We all following? This is how we do it. It's going to work. It's going to work. So this is a deep grey. I don't know, very metallic, isn't it? Beautiful. Very sci-fi, absolutely. £8.95 only. So these are relatively new to us actually here at Jewellery Maker. So you get that drop, but you get, a little bit more of a contemporary look, I suppose, with each of those little facets, for want of a better description. £8.95. Use these with the colours that you had previously and the colours that I've still got to come. I've got the 3 strands of this drop shape. So that's number 2. Go, 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 jewellery makers. just because I move on doesn't mean you have to. Do stay where you are on those phone lines. It's just I can only physically spend about a couple of minutes on each auction. But they're still available, whether you're shopping with us online or on the phone lines. Yeah, just literally stay where you are. Oh, I love these. They'd be perfect for all your bridal pieces, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just pairs of earrings.
Beautiful.
Yeah, ideal.
Yeah, just one on a headpin. We bought the sterling silver headpins earlier on.
And if you've got lots and lots of bridesmaids in your wedding party, they've all got the same pair of earrings.
Sorted. And lots of people do, don't they? Lots of people have, you know...
multiple numbers of
multiple
bridesmaids.
numbers. That must get very expensive.
Yeah.
Very, very expensive. When you're flower girls, you're maid of honour, then you've got like 7 bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Like, goodness me.
Crikey.
Goodness me. I didn't have one. Just walked down on my Todd. Only because, like I said, only not because I haven't got any friends. I have got friends. But we've already explained. We've already explained, basically. It was 50-50 whether it was going to happen. Okay, I tell you what I should be doing right now, showing you the next strand. This works. Very Chanel. I love the cut of these nuggets. So this is your black agate. But they have... So this is... Yeah, do you see what I mean? So I'm going to be showing you the one auction, then I'm going to be moving... Oh. This will be the one after that. So I kind of give you a lead-in time. Does that make sense? Full 360 strand here, jewellery makers. It's not cheating. It's finding a way to win. It's not cheating.
No, and it shows them together really nicely.
Yeah. Oh, then I should. So lovely black agate, 260 carats in these very, I don't know, quite masculine. Does anyone else see that? I think these would be great for your gents' makes. Pop that onto a stretchy bracelet, lovely, bit of macrame, because you've got really dynamic cuts. I'm saying they're cut, this might actually be how they've actually been unearthed from the ground, but really lovely flat planes that then have obviously been polished as well. A little bit of heat treatment to intensify that colour, beautiful. 260 carats in a full 86 centimetre strand. All your stretchies, all the things that we mentioned in the previous mega auction. What is that? $195.
Ideal. Stretchy with like a little silver skull in it. Very
Oh,
cool.
I like that. Very cool. Halloween's coming up, isn't it?
True.
Halloween, well, technically it's 2 months away, but you know, it takes planning.
You've got to make things.
That's true.
Takes
That's
time.
true. It does. Okay, that's number 4. Moving on to auction number 5. Are you doing a party, Leah? Yeah, I definitely want to come. Yeah, we can stumble home from your house as well. It's not far, is it? Yeah, I'm up for that. These are lovely. So they're your tailed squares. So can you see, you actually get this really beautiful tail. So little squares, but sometimes, let me explain why this happens. So when you cultivate a pearl, you put these shapes in. So it would have been a square, shaped like this. But sometimes, if you put cultured pearls, or the actual shape itself quite close to one another, you get the nacre surface actually almost tails across. So you actually get, you kind of get these really beautiful sort of shapes. They're beautiful, aren't they? Like little fish.
Yeah, like little stingrays. Or
Little
manta rays,
stingrays.
that kind of thing.
I fed stingrays. They're so cute. Have you ever seen a picture of a stingray as a baby? Have you seen them? Have you not?
They've got nice smiley
They have got
mouths,
really
haven't
smiley faces. The underside of them. Really, really, really cute. And they suck the food out of your hand, don't they? So cute. $14.95, jewellery makers. Do you know what? I fed stingrays too. Go beautifully with your next auction. That's amazing garnet. That's the perfect combination, isn't it? Beautiful combination, natural garnet, amazing natural cultured pearls. Moving on to... I think these are just described as irregular drops. Doesn't Carol sing a song about these?
Regular top to drops.
Irregular top to drops?
Irregular top to drop. Irregular.
Irregular top to drop, that's it. Only Carol would make a song about a shape of gemstone, wouldn't she? Bless her. We love our Carol. Gorgeous natural garnet, 85 carats you're getting here. This wonderful, I have to say, passionate gemstone. You just get this really unique red. It's like it is like that glass of wine, isn't it? It's not quite pillar box red. It's a yes. Oh, pomegranate. Good description. Beautiful.
Yeah. Cascade earrings were those, I think.
Love that.
Lots of them.
Again, I'm thinking your Downton creations.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
Especially with the next strand.
Yeah, go lovely together.
They would, wouldn't they? I'd actually bring the strand previously back. There's another kit.
There we go.
Very, very Downton kit. Pop a little bit of Swarovski in there, you're done.
Yeah, all done.
Happy days.
Excellent
$3.95 for genuine garnet. For all of your festive creations, for your birthday makes as well, because it is a birthstone, but for gemstones that, a gemstone that we all recognise as being that value, you know, a valuable piece. I love your irregular drops because they've got that really beautiful size that allows light into the centre, especially with garnets which have got quite a deep saturated colour. Allowing that light into the centre allows us to appreciate that very distinctive sort of purpley red. £3.25, JewelleryMakers. It's a 30 auction challenge. Do you reckon we can do this? I'm on number 6. Okay. That was 6. This is 7. We got this. I think so. We got this. 13 minutes in. I'm already behind others. Right. I'm not going to listen to him. I'm not listening to him. He says he's being realistic. It's realism, not negativity. We could do this. How about some lovely potato pearls? Genuine cultured pearls. They go again beautifully with the next strand. That looks like crazy lace to me. So 5 to 6 millimeter strand. We don't pearls. I know you had lots of them over the Pearl Weekend. It's only been the odd one here or there that we've actually had recently. They are still one of my most frequent purchase gemstones. Do you buy a lot of pearls?
I do now. Yes.
We've almost built that love of gemstones into you.
Yeah, you have. Because beforehand you think, oh no, it's not for me, and then you actually get some and think, oh, actually these are really nice.
Yeah.
They're lovely to work with. They just got an air about them.
Yeah.
Of something special.
I agree. They're the traditional, classic elegance, aren't they? They'd go beautifully with both of your kits actually that we've had today too.
Yep.
Yeah. It's. I mean. Have we even gone over £10 yet in this 30 auction challenge? Once. Oh yes, your pearls. Once on your tail squares. That's it. Or your square-tailed pearls even. Just the once. Amazing. These are all genuine gemstones, not synthetics or faux. Right then, onto your crazy lace. Oh, I love this, and I love the next strand as well. This is a really lovely lineup, Becky. I'd just be like this, add to order, add to order, add to order. 260 carats of your crazy lace. So yeah, you get these lovely, very Botswana-esque formations and patterns. So imagine, you know, when you see these fascinating images, usually on things like National Geographic and places like that, where you find these amazing underground caves, and then there might just be one little area of sunlight beaming into that cave. That's what I see when I look at crazy lace agate, because you get those really incredible glows and colours. I mean, look at these. They're all natural. This is not treated, it's not dyed in any way, shape or form. But they are absolutely remarkable, remarkable treasures. So much like your Botswana and your blue lace agate, you do tend to pay a much higher price tag because they are, like your imperial jasper as well, actually very much rarer, I suppose. All lovely ochre colours, you get greys, you get peaches, you get pinks and reds, it's all in there. Great for your stretchy bracelets. $11.95. What? Well, there we go, it's happening. I can't dwell on it too much because, you know, the clock is against me. Yeah, got 30 auctions to squeeze in. I want this next strand. It's going to be added to my order. That is amazing. Amazonite. I have an Amazonite ring and an Amazonite little bracelet that I was bought last Christmas. And I think this would be a really lovely necklace to go alongside. So I'm going to guess Russian Amazonite. Oh no, Indian. There we go. Just because you've got that real intensity of colour that you tend to get within Russian Amazonite, it's natural. And contrary to, as the name suggests, it's not mined anywhere near the Amazon River. It is very beautiful though, and it's a member of the feldspar family, where you get these really gorgeous, almost rainforest patterns within the actual gemstone. Very tropical looking, and that might be reasoning behind the gemstone itself. Straight down to your 30 auction challenge price tag. This has definitely been added to my order because Amazonite is quite expensive normally, especially considering lots of the big designers are working with it, and I can see why. It's a very attractive colour, it's complementary.
It's very holiday mode.
Yeah. It is. What would you do with this strand? Because, you know, they're ovals, so each and every single one of those could potentially be a solitaire.
Yeah, there's solitaire rings. You've got maybe just one on a very sleek bracelet, a couple on a choker style necklace.
Do you like chokers?
With little silver spacers, probably silver.
Do you like chokers?
Yeah.
I was going to say, you've mentioned chokers twice now.
Yeah, it's something I don't wear these days, but I used to always wear chokers.
Yeah,
so,
lovely. Yeah, really beautiful. The colour, you're just going to really admire. Moving on. Ooh. This, I almost was going to say that this was possibly peanut wood. It's got a peanut wood appearance to it, but it's actually your chocolate striped jasper. You see where I'm coming from? Yeah? A little bit peanut wood in its appearance. 12 millimeters in their size, and again, totally natural. So there's lots of different variations of jasper. Literally, the list is endless. Many, many variations. And sometimes different suppliers, traders, jewelers will actually name a version of jasper as something that's maybe named as something else elsewhere. It's just basically, as long as we mention it's jasper, yeah, different minerals get named different things all the time. But there is lists and lists and lists of different types of jaspers out there. I love it. And it's often named after either the location it's sourced or the beauty. And in this case, it's clearly the beauty. 400 carats, wow, £6.95. Oh, wait until you see your next strand. Oh, coming up right now. I mean, this would be maybe something that I would wear with my thick sort of winter knits.
Yeah, it's got that feel, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The lustre on it is gorgeous.
Fluffy socks and fluffy scarves and winter knits and all snuggly clothes.
When you go out for the carnival, the winter carnivals and the fairs, you want to dress up a little bit, but you still want to be all snug.
All cosy.
Yeah.
Bonfire night as well, you know, bonfire night when you've got to be all nice and warm and snuggly.
Yeah, and winter barbecues you get invited to.
I love it, I love it. Yeah, we have barbecues all year round, it's never just in the summer.
No.
Never at all. £6.95 only for this one. Moving on, moving on. Okay, so truly, what number are we on?
That was 10.
That was 10, number 11. This is a beautiful strand of sapphire. Sapphire comes in so many different colours, not just your blue, even though that is probably the most recognised. You can get gorgeous pinks, you can get amazing purples. Purples are very rare, by the way. Greens, yellows, and even pure colourless sapphire. Can I just for a second draw your eye? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? To that purple sapphire. That's definitely a purple sapphire, number 3, isn't it? Do we all agree? Then you've got some really beautiful paprikacha-esque, that's pure sapphire here. Colourless sapphire is basically pure. You've got the lovely ombre of pink. Oh, this is amazing. Team that with clarity. Very, very, very exciting and beautiful strand with clarity and colour. And you're going to tell me, yeah, this is not even treated. I actually have got information that I can share with you about your Madagascar sapphire. It is a very exciting location at the moment, and lots and lots and lots of different big suppliers, I suppose, and gemstone connoisseurs, traders, jewellers are actually flocking to that location because of the quality that comes. Wow, look at that from that location as well. Yeah, big investment into that location. And was I talking about it earlier on? Was it Madagascar that I was mentioning that has got? It's got a huge ecological I was talking about it's very geography. I read something in an article the other day about sort of Madagascar and its ecology, if you like, in terms of wildlife and gemstones and nature there from that location. 24 carats you're getting here. 30 auction challenge, I'd love to talk about it some more. $22.95, and it is completely natural. So in your 20 auction challenge, you don't just get your beautiful gemstones, you also get bundles. And that's what we're doing next. That box is done. Moving into this box. And I've got sterling silver to bring you too. 3 strands. Oh, look. Here you go. Of your agate coins. So we were talking about getting kids creating.
Ideal bundle.
Perfect.
Yeah. You should cover most kids' colourways there.
Yeah. And it's the kind of thing that, I know if I put these in front of my little one, she'd be away.
Yeah.
She'd be away and making. They love to get creative.
They do.
In their
Put
use.
the shapes and the colours together, and and they'd find their own little patterns that they enjoy. Yeah.
We've been playing at home. I picked it up for like something like £6 or something like that. But coloured sands, where you actually funnel the coloured sands into these little pots.
Cool.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really good fun. Really good fun. Yeah, and she's still at it. Still at it. But yeah, get them creating. But at the same time, great for gents jewellery, perfect for all of your festive makes because you've got some quite festive colours there as well. Very wearable. If you find that your sort of rounds may be a little bit too intrusive in terms of wearing or creations, then go for your flat coins because they're obviously going to sit closer to the skin. So for a bundle of 3 strands, all 10mm, the length, let me just see, length, approximately 38 centimetres. I reckon that's a 38 centimetre strand, don't you? Yeah, it is, it is. There we go. There we go. So it's over a metre. Is that a bit nerdy that I know? Yeah, it's over a metre that you're getting in total of your agate coins. I think it's because I've been bringing JM strands for quite some time. So that's working out at what? £4.31 per strand of agate, genuine agate. Oh, I love the next strand. Here it is. Oh, I expect to be inundated. I do love this strand. So I describe them as little pips. They're like faceted pips. We launched this in Amazonite. Aquamarine. There was one more. I think maybe it was labradorite. I can't remember. But look how beautiful they are. Isn't that lovely?
Very sparkly.
It's such a gorgeous strand.
The colour's gorgeous. Yeah.
Amazing faceting, beautiful colour saturation, and just a real prominence of pleochroism. That is quality amethyst. I love this, and I really do hope we get this cut again. So they're 4mm flat coins, but when you get this home, you'll see it's a very fine checkerboard facet across both sides. It is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. $12.95. It's supreme quality, that's all I can say. Supreme quality then that has been put in the hands or in the lap of an amazing lapid wrist that's made it even more exceptional. Even more exceptional. So this is Brazilian amethyst that you're getting here. They've been filled. Don't look at that as a negative. You know, for me, that's responsible treatment of a gemstone. If you've got a gemstone which has got one slight crevice, rather than completely discard it when it's of amazing quality like this, they'll fish a fillet, and then obviously we can enjoy its beauty. These are gemstones that have formed over millions of years. Why wouldn't we want to do that? But as you can see, amazing cutting, and I think that is the sort of the headline of this opportunity. 20 carats that you are getting here, jewellery makers. They would look absolutely beautiful with your next strand. Ah,
good combination.
Becky, were you deliberately putting them together? She says, yes, of course. So, do you know what will look amazing with this amethyst, yeah? The rose quartz. So that's number what? What is it? What number are we on? 14. This is number 14. Okay. That's coming up next. Got multicoloured beryl coming up next. I don't know why I've swapped hands. Why have I made it difficult for myself? I've swapped boxes, that's why. Here you go. So that's still to come. 8 carats of your micro-faceted rose quartz. It's lovely, isn't it? Instead of actually having maybe a very stark white, if you're looking for something which is a little bit more neutral, then go for rose quartz, especially in the microfaceting, because it's a very delicate pink. It's not girly candy floss pink. No. Do you ever work with faceted pearls in the same way that you would do your seed beads? Faceted, microfaceted gemstones in the same way as you would do your seed beads?
Yeah, and I also incorporate them. Like when you do a POT circle or round, you can put them on the outer edge so they've got the sparkle. They're really pretty that way. So
create, like the demo that you did earlier on, sort of create that kind of design.
Yeah, and you can add, instead of using the larger seed beads, you use those instead, so you've got the sparkle around the edge of your design.
So lovely. £6.95 jewellery makers, look at that. Natural, perfect pinks. Right now for your multicoloured beryl. We can do this, actually, guess what, Adam? We're actually ahead of time now.
Whoa.
We've done this. Teamwork. 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 We're all working together, aren't we, jewellery makers? He's not, no, he says no, not me. 170 carats, he says he's not a team player. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. 170 carats multicoloured beryl. Beryl is a gemstone family that includes some of your more familiar. So your emerald, your aquamarine, which is the lovely blue, your morganite, which is this amazing peach. Look at that one there. You get goshenite, heliodor. You get your yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? Am I missing any? It's a gemstone family, actually, that does tend to fetch very high premiums ordinarily as well. Very lovely, delicate. I mean, with the exception of your emerald, most are actually quite pastel colour. I think it always reminds me of like a spring bouquet. Wow, 8mm in their size. Genuine beryl. You might want to separate them out. You might want to use the aquamarines with the aquamarines, the morganites with the morganites, the goshenites with the goshenites, the heliodors, whichever it is. Or you might like them as that mixed combination. Last Christmas, sorry, I will stop talking about Christmas. I gave you my heart. No. Last Christmas, you gave it away this year. Right. Now, last Christmas, I actually made a load of multicoloured beryl bracelets, stretchy bracelets with Swarovski charms for my family and friends, and they seemed to go down well. They might have been polite, but I think they liked them. I think they did. Moving on to... I don't have the druzy. Oh, yes I do. Yes, I do. Sorry. I've actually ordered these. That would have meant it a 29 auction challenge. Oh, no. So, rainbow druzy agate in these amazing connectors. They are, I love them, and I've just ordered a few of these because I was saying, Lark said not, Solomon's bar, job done. Job done.
Yeah.
So
really
simple.
Nice.
Look how beautiful it is.
I'd want to and have earrings on.
Oh, you'd turn them into earrings?
I would. And have like a tassel from underneath.
Oh, lovely. Like a beaded tassel?
Yeah, beaded tassel and size 15 beads.
Oh, lovely. They would be very much for the party season. £6.95 only. Yeah, I bought some of these literally in my last order, jewellery makers. So for those of you that are looking for that very high glamour, I think this druzy's always within that equation, don't you think? You get these gorgeous terrains of texture. Moving on to aquamarine. We could do this. Might even be able to recap the deal of the day. Maybe. You know, I don't want to get too I don't want to get too cocky about it, not too confident, yeah. I could do it. We can do this, Jo, can't we?
You can do it.
Yeah. 250 carats are, so for, who's the March babies amongst us? Lucy, Leah and Becky are all March babies. And we, in here, are all September/October babies.
Yeah.
There you go. £9.95. Oh, that's not your price. So quality aquamarine, you're looking for that really lovely deep blue. The deeper the blue, the higher the value, basically. Yeah, gemstone, which again, lots of myths and legends attached to it. Apparently, it's believed to sort of encourage or strengthen a relationship and add longevity. I'm not saying this is absolutely true, but it's the beliefs attached to. And many years ago, sailors used to believe it had a protective power against the ocean. Mermaid's treasures, that's the other thing that you might have heard. £7.95 only for natural aquamarine, 250 carats. So we've worked this out already this evening, that you can make, what, 5 bracelets out of an 84 centimetre strand?
I reckon 5.
5
for a clasp.
Aquamarine bracelets. Probably even a few more. Okay, moving on. Bundle. Oh, Becky, now you're setting me up. You know, you give me a bundle, and there's lots of them. They're all graduations. We can do it. It's okay, Becky. So, Aventurine, Sodalite, Tiger's Eye, Dalmatian Jasper. I've gone blank. Which one's that? Picture Jasper.
Picture.
And Unakite. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 graduated strands. Is that right? 2, yeah. So I think all natural too. So you've got the Sodalite, which is 175 carats, 180 carats of your Dalmatian Jasper, 180 carats of your Picture Jasper, 185 carats of your Green Aventurine, which is amazing quality, by the way, 185 carats of your Unakite, and also 190 carats of your Yellow Tiger's Eye. So the work's done for you. You've got that graduation. I've had these before. Do you remember when we did that stretchy hour, Becky? Do you remember that, Adam? Becky gave me these. I turned them into stretchy bracelets. And necklaces, actually. Some were necklaces, some were bracelets. You made a few as well, didn't you? Yeah. Really simple creations. Very wearable. 6 strands. 6 strands right now for £32.95. £5.49 per strand. And the graduation goes from, what is it, 4 millimetres? 6 millimetres. Right the way up to, I think, 12. Yeah, 6 to 14, I beg your pardon. Again, 38 centimetre strands, everybody. Right, do you want another bundle? We got this. I like these. They're very cool. So, purple, yellow, black and white, green, and also this really lovely rainbow coated faceted agates. So this is very much a collection. Then you've got that gorgeous rainbow coated agate faceted round, 10 mils. They're all 10 mils. Over 1,000 carats in this bundle. Great stash. Essential, would you agree?
Yeah, go with everything. You could just simply restrand them as they are. You could mix the colours up, maybe just strand them, or rosary link all the different colours. You've got a really long necklace with all the colours going on. And the quartzy one, the coloured one on the end, that's gorgeous.
It is, isn't it?
It's a party piece, that one.
Yeah, I'd probably use that separately. I think I'd have that separately.
Yeah, I'd probably use it separate. Yeah. Real party piece.
It is, isn't it? Maybe with some black Mayuki or Swarovski or something like that.
Really nice.
Very, very cool. £16.95, so over 1,000 carats in total. Yeah, well over actually, 1,200 and something. If I can do the maths. 1,300. There or thereabouts. Tap, tap, tap. Becky's tap, tap, tapping. Come on, Becky, you need to add quickly. Faster, Becky, fasting. Pardon? It can't be 1,000 exactly. It actually can't be. No, it's definitely not that. You've got that wrong.
Oh no.
Right, hang on. 240 in the rainbow coloured agate. You're missing one. It's about 1,000. There's no time. It's about 1,300 carats, approximately. Move on, she says. Okay. Should we bring you some gorgeous labradorite? Oh, look at these drops. The quality, I'm just going to pop it on the blackboard so then you can see every single one of these. The quality that we actually offer you here of labradorite just seems to be getting better and better and better and better. Choose your favourite side if you're thinking pendants. And we'll then work with it. You know, I think the demonstration that Joe gave you earlier on, especially with the seed beading, and actually thinking about your necklace right now.
Yeah, that's it. Bit of beadwork.
They're lovely, aren't they?
You could use them individually.
Yeah.
Just be lovely.
Yeah. Because they're, you know, it's such a gemstone which you don't need the massive, massive carat weights. Although you do see labradorite in these big statement pieces, don't you? And I love them, don't get me wrong. But when you've got quality with this amount of labradorescence that is covering, and I'm looking at this one just here in particular, it's almost 100% labradorescence coverage. Do you agree? That lovely silky sheen of labradorescence that just almost migrates across the gemstone. 80 carats you're getting, jewellery makers. So this is number, what number are we on? 21. What is it? It's the 20th auction. We got this. Got this. I got 10 minutes. 20 minutes to do 10 auctions. You can breeze it. You're gonna breeze it. Yeah. Moving on, he says. Moving on. Should we go back to some lovely amethyst? So think about those. I'm going to bring them back actually. I call them faceted pips. I'm going to bring that strand earlier on. Brought it within this hour. I just think that would be. Ooh. It is gorgeous, isn't it? It's a good word, that. Gorgeous. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's lush, that is. Beautiful. I don't know why I got all Welsh, but it is gorgeous.
Bendigedig.
Eh?
Bendigedig.
What do you
think is good and wonderful.
Is that right?
I think.
I've never heard that before. Oh, well, I don't speak fluent Welsh.
Oh.
Ray does. Ray does. I'm not actually Welsh.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. I've never heard that. And did you also know that North Walian and South Walian are two different, very different, completely different? Because I had a friend growing up through school who came from North Wales, and she sat her GCSE Welsh down in South Wales. She failed, even though she was fluent, literally a fluent Welsh speaker. I passed, and I know very little, but it's just basically because of the differences in the actual language itself. No, I didn't know. I'm not fluent in Welsh. I can do a little bit, not much. Okay, so these are almost, I don't want to say top drilled. Some of them are. Some are actually more sort of through the waist, if you like. Really beautiful marquise or oval shapes. Again, natural intense colours. £6.95. It's going to go with the next strand as well, or the next strands, I should say, because you don't just get the one, you're actually getting 3 beautiful fluorites. So yeah, use those with this next star buy opportunity. Sorry, that wasn't very well showed. Sorry, just a load of tassels. Okay, moving on to 3 strands. I like the fact we've got these with citrine as well. We actually had these earlier on with citrine. Amazing quality. And instead of offering them to you at sort of your more, well, Gems Distinction, what do you reckon, 24 centimetre strand, we're actually offering you shorter lengths, so they're all 8 centimetres, but all of that same quality. So it kind of gives you the opportunity to create that lovely graduated necklace, bracelet or suite of jewellery.
It's a lovely way of buying them.
It is, isn't it? It's, you know, look at it like, okay, that's one strand. However, it's a graduated strand. Yeah. So we could have literally put this into turned it into a graduated necklace, couldn't we? Really?
You could.
But it's hard to actually see then, especially for our new jewellery makers, it's hard to actually see that they are 3 separate sizes. So what is fluorite? It's a natural gemstone. It comes in lots of different colours. One of the most colourful minerals on the planet. You can get lovely purples, you can get lovely greens, you can get yellows, you can get bi-coloured, you can get colour change fluorite as well. So 4, 6 and 8 millimetres in their size at $19.95. So yeah, we actually had the citrine version of this trio earlier on this morning. And they're always very, very popular. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a genius idea personally, because you do get a bigger variation, I suppose, and a much lesser price tag. Moving on. Sorry, I was getting carried away then. Getting all carried away. It's no time, Elle. Ooh, this is pretty. So, you've got, again, a mixed gemstone strand. I don't know why it's taken, I think, till 2019 for us to bring you these kind of mixed strands. I might be wrong, but it seems only recently that we've actually started bringing them to you. I guess because we have to travel to lots of different locations. I guess it takes a lot more to put them together. But you've got a mixture of your amethyst, which are the lovely pinky purples. You've got your green fluorite, so that's fairly obvious. Then you've got your lemon quartz, again fairly obvious, this gorgeous delicate lemon hue, and also your rose quartz. So really, really beautiful combination. Wow, $9.95.
It's a lovely way of getting a mix of gemstones. And if you're just beginning and you're not confident which gemstones are which, this one at least narrows it down to 4 types.
Yeah.
And you're explaining which is which, so you're starting to your learning process on them.
Yeah, the deeper purple colours will be your amethyst, and the rose quartz tend to be a little bit more sleepy, so it's like a semi-haze. They are beautiful. Wow, there's another box done.
Yay!
Yes. Got this. If you've just tuned in and you're thinking, why is it all so frantic? It's because I'm bringing you 30 auctions in 1 hour. Just because I move on doesn't mean you have to. Do stay on those phone lines, but take a little look back on the website or speak to our contact centre. They are UK-based jewellery makers, so if you have any questions, and some of these may well still be available, some might not, because we have had lots of sellouts today. 25 carats of gorgeous labradorite, all the way from Madagascar. Again, imagine this with the strand that you had previously. Imagine this with the strand that I've got coming up. That is chrysocolla. Beautiful. That's a lovely combination. Imagine it with these gorgeous cabochons that I've got coming up. Yeah. Oh, it's like she planned it. $4.95 for this magical gemstone. I'm not doing an impression of another moth again. But next time you see a moth, you'll think of me, won't you? And a cow, yeah. I didn't do a goldfish impression. I don't know why Leah's saying I did. You think it was me? I don't think I did. It does sound like something I would do, to be fair. I won't be against a goldfish impression, just I can think of other creatures first. Like cows. I do like cows. Aren't cows pretty? Really pretty. You've got lovely eyes and big pink tongues. Anyway, back to the chrysocolla. I'm not doing a cow impression again, no. But next time you see one, you'll think of me. Natural chrysocolla, a gemstone that is coloured by a copper presence, so quite similar actually to your turquoise. 50 carats you're getting here in this really beautiful oval graduation strand. So from 7x6 right the way up to 10x9 millimetres. Chrysocolla is it tends to be actually quite expensive. Again, going back to that conversation, you get these wonderful kind of worldly patterns. So it's a fusion of green and blue. We source chrysocolla from the Congo, but we also source it from locations like Namibia. And again, different locations will bring you sort of different qualities, much like the same as your turquoise, for example. And there is very distinctive similarities between those two gemstones. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the Amazon rainforest almost, you know, where you kind of have the flashes of blues and those really beautiful lush colours. 50 carats of natural beauty, $14.95. That's amazing. For chrysocolla.
A lot more, isn't it?
Yeah. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You know what to do. It is one of my favourite gemstones, and actually I think I tend to buy chrysocolla. I've always had rounds, I think, but I'm tempted by this round. And it's one of those gemstones actually I've got in my beading tray at the moment at home, ready and waiting for me to make some jewellery with. So I can't wait to get cracking with that. Okay, moving on. Look at these beautiful cabochons. Pack of 5. And then what? There's 2, oh, as in there's 2 of these available within the vault, sorry. But they would look beautiful with the next auction. So that's hematite, a gorgeous metallic gemstone. Can we find Adam? Hang on, where are you, Adam? Why can't I see you? You're over that way, aren't you? What's that way? No, no, no. Are you that way? I can't see you. There he is. Doing an amazing cow impression right now. Yeah, very reflective gemstone. It is a genuine gemstone as well, so be careful, because hematite, if you source it from different locations, there is a lot of synthetic hematite out there. So yeah, we certify all of our gemstones. We laboratory test all of our gemstones. This is genuine hematite as opposed to the synthetics. Okay, right. Moving on, black spinel in nuggets. I didn't even know we did this strand in, or this shape, I should say, in black spinel. 3 left within the vault, so we're getting quite limited on these. 245 carats. I reckon we're going to do this 30 auction challenge, you know. Totally natural black spinel, and we're less than £10, jewellery makers. Yeah, use this with all of your lovely seed beads. Team it alongside your next auction, jewellery makers. Look, there. Ooh. And then maybe even number 30. Ooh, that's 30 auctions once I get your lovely Zavarite. And literally, Becky, you know me so well. That is Zavarite, right? Yeah, she knows it's my favourite gemstone. So what a way to round off a 30 auction challenge. Black. All right. Moving on to the appetite. Moving on to the appetite. I was talking about this the other day actually, and about how certain gemstones are believed to, well, different occurrences, different geological events, but I was talking about the fact that apatite is believed to have formed in and around dinosaur bones, because it has actually got a very high phosphorus content. Yeah, they believe that the dinosaur bones are a result, if you like, or rather apatite is a result of that. So high phosphorus content. You can get apatite in obviously your blues, but it also very rarely, but it forms in this gorgeous apple green. Totally natural, it's completely natural. 140 carats, you can tell I'm starting to trip up on my words now. 9 hours talking. Becky says, let's do a 30 auction challenge for your last hour, Elle. What could possibly go wrong? There's been a few trip ups along the way, but we'll get there in the end. Yeah, the finale strand. And how many do we have? This is number 29, so I've got 2 auctions. Oh yes, I have. But Zavarite garnet, all seriousness. In all seriousness, This gorgeous gemstone is very collectible, and most people think garnet red. No, actually, some of the most sought after gemstones are included within the garnet family. So colour change garnet, demantoid garnet and zavorite, I would say, are probably the top 3, and purple maybe. There we go, let's make it a top 4. But zavorite was discovered in the Tsavo National Park. It was discovered actually the same year that tanzanite was, in actual fact, but very, very, very expensive. There's a reason why many of you might not have heard of zavorite. It's because there's so little of it available, basically. Yeah, it's found. It was actually discovered in Kenya, but it is also now being mined within Tanzania as well. It's actually very close to one another. And it was Tiffany's & Co that first launched it to the world. But yeah, you tend to see zavorite more as an accenting gemstone within your jewellery because it's found in very tiny sizes. Very, very, very collectible, very valuable. It's my #1 favourite gemstone, bar none. And to be able to own it at less than £30 really is quite exciting. I encourage you to have a little look at the price of zavorite garnet elsewhere. It is not unusual to find it, and I'm not joking, like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of pounds. I've told you the story about Angelina Jolie's piece of jewellery that she commissioned a UK designer. She wanted it in zavorite garnet. I think it was quite a big carat weight of zavorite garnet, and that big, very successful jeweller actually had to physically pawn some of her other collections to purchase that carat weight. I've got to move on. Yeah, well, that's how expensive it is ordinarily. I've got to move on. Guess what? It's number 30. We did it. Yes. Yes, Adam.
Wow, I've got.
There we go. It's all right. I'll cut you a big portion of humble pie. Here you go. You go. Have your humble pie.
Okay.
Here you are.
Trying to drag this out so you don't.
He's drinking this one out. How about some lovely pink tourmaline? Oh wow. So I love this, the fact that they're actually showing how the crystal forms itself. So tourmaline forms in these amazing kind of cylinders, if you like. That's natural. They're really beautiful. This one here, look at that there. So really incredible cylinders, hexagonal shapes actually, if you looked from the top down. But yeah, a gemstone which is believed to have fallen from the sky through a rainbow. And you get these really lovely colours. Some are obviously more valuable than others, pink being one of them, natural fact. It's a type 3 gemstone, so you're not looking for clarity, but very rare. And I really like the fact that we're really embracing gemstones, sort of crystal structures, really. That's what this is. There are 7 different types of crystal structure, and this is certainly one of the most diverse, makes it quite challenging to cut. Totally natural. Pink tourmaline, 5 carats you're getting across, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stones. You might get more, you might get less, but 5 carats of tourmaline, £24.95. So I could show you a buying guide, a gem buying guide, that's what I was trying to say, which is, okay, mine was the one I've actually got at home is a little bit dated, but you can literally get them published. They're published, I think, monthly, and it's just a sort of a buying guide to the industry of what certain gemstones would actually fetch price per carat of different grades. And tourmaline for quality, you know, extra fine quality, I'm talking about, can be up to sort of $350 per carat, if not beyond that. So truly amazing that we can offer them to you at this prices. Right, we are, believe it or not, running out of time, jewellery makers. Woo! We did the 30 auction challenge, and Joe. Yes! Yes! Yes, Joe, it's been such fun. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Thank you. Your jewellery is incredible, and genuinely I cannot wait to see what you bring to us in the future. When are you back with us?
The 11th.
The 11th of September?
Yeah.
Which is a Wednesday.
I think so.
I think it's a Wednesday. I think it is. Guess what, jewellery makers? I'm back with you bright and early in the morning. So for those of you that are tuning in and it's bright and early in the morning, this is going to look a little bit weird. But don't worry, I promise I will go home and sleep. Thank you so much for your company, everybody. You've been a joy. I'll see you bright and early in the morning. Have a wonderful evening.